number one pick in the NHL draft, but the men that can't seem to stump. Do something dumb, that's an observation. CLT make them need to run.
That's Lawrence Taylor!
Call them Mary Trash, CMT for short. Wonder if we best once you peep the score. Up at the crack of dawn, top stories of the morning. While you're yawning, grab your coffee, rise and shine with 8:80 a.m. This is Drop Time. We provide highlights from your favorite teams. Got Dave and Rick making plenty of picks. It's Rule 76.
Dart. Jackson, dart. Jackson, dart. Jackson, dart. Oh, yeah. Jackson, oh, yeah. A very good Friday morning to you and yours. This is the greatest feeling in the world. And, Rick, this is why you watch. I know you wouldn't know because your team hasn't won a game, but this is why you watch.
So this
you
is
want
what it feels
energy?
like. Yep.
You want energy? I'll open my butt cheeks and give you energy today. Is what I'm going to do. Yeah. Oh, my God.
I don't know if that's the kind of energy that any of us want, but hey, this is your day today. Congratulations. What a night for you.
What a night for me.
Here's my favorite part of the whole thing is.
Yeah.
Like, I expected this. I didn't expect the butt cheek part, but I expected this. My favorite part of our entire, like, pre-show meeting get-together was, and people will appreciate this, like, the innocence in your voice where you were like, guys, is it okay now if I really believe that Jackson Dart is going to be great?
Yeah. Because I don't know. Nervous. I mean, is that wrong? Because I asked Ray. I was like, Ray, I respect you as a football fan. Can I be excited now? I mean, Rick, come on. That was unbelievable. Tell me he didn't look. He's doing this with Lil Jordan Humphrey.
Yeah.
Jalen Hyatt. Theo Johnson. I mean, he looks terrific, no?
Well, I mean, he's actually trying to get Jalen Hyatt involved in the actual game.
He actually did get Jalen Hyatt involved in the actual game.
Yeah, I think it's fair to get yourself excited. I think we should recognize and give the kids some ounce of patience where there'll be games like New Orleans.
That's right.
Where he makes some mistakes. They just drop the ball. This is not easy. The transition from college football, I don't care how many starts you had at Ole Miss, is a big jump. So, I mean, I will tell you this, too. The amount of energy and confidence that he brings to the table, man. I mean, that's the kind of energy that's contagious. Like, that's what you want to see from your quarterback, from the leader of your team. Like, you take his energy and you couple that with Scadaboo's energy.
Oh, my God.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's infectious, man, and it makes you believe that, hey, we have a chance. And you watched this team last night. Like, as bad as that started, like, I mean, I'm sure you thought the same thing when it's kicking the ball short of the landing zone.
Yeah, I was so annoyed. It's not even like you kicked it short of the landing spot. You kicked it to the 30. Yeah. Like, how does that even happen?
Right. And then Saquon peels off an 18-yard run and then a 13-yard run. You're like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is going to be good.
They scored 5 touchdowns, Rick. 5 touchdowns. 5.
Listen, I get it.
They ran the ball down the throat of the Philadelphia Eagles last night.
Yeah, they did. I mean, on top of that, I mean, when you look at some of the key things that this Giants offense hasn't necessarily done really well. They haven't really done anything really well, right? I mean, it's just this offense has been bad for the last couple of years. I mean, red zone, which was a big key to this game.
Perfect.
Perfect, 3 for 3. And then 11 to 16 on third down. So you're extending drives.
You see what Philadelphia was on the flip side of that? What Philly was on third downs?
1-9.
1-9. Yeah. It was the. I mean, and then I got Noodle Arm Hurts over there throwing the ball out to the flat where Cordell Flat's like, yeah, Flat, I'll take it and I'll go, and he did. And I mean, how about that throw from Dart to Jalen Hyatt? I mean, that's a perfect throw.
Yeah. Well, he made a couple of those too, man. I mean, he made the one where he was kind of like, it looks at, and RJ said this before, it looks like it's a little frantic at times, right? Like when all of a sudden that kind of the play breaks down. I mean, there's the one play where he kind of like he looks to step up, can't go there, looks left, and then he rolls to his right, and you can just see like all the things. I think last night was a really good example of why Brian Dable would fall in love with him the way that, like, and you saw it again last night where it's like
a little weird though.
Well, I mean, I guess if you had someone that was, had your job security in the palm of his hand, you would do whatever it takes to, try try to give this kid as much confidence as humanly possible. I mean, I don't know if going in the blue tent, but then you watch Russell Wilson throw. But then you watch Russell Wilson. Home? Right, but then you watch Russell Wilson throw a football. You're like, okay, that's why he's in the blue tent.
Yeah. Well, a couple things on that. Firstly, that was awful, and secondly, Russell Wilson cannot be. Flat out cannot be the backup quarterback. It needs to be Jameis Winston, and immediately. No more games with Russell Wilson.
Yeah, I would probably agree with that. Yeah, I would absolutely agree with that. And then you had the Cordell Flott, and the secondary has been good.
No,
that's the crazy part
even
about
last
football.
night they were not good.
No, they weren't good, but I mean that's a big play in a big moment, right?
Huge
play. And then you find a way to score, and now all of a sudden sorry, Ray. So all of a sudden the Giants win.
The only shame of it, the only thing that you take pause and you say, oh, that's a shame, is that both you two buffoons didn't also jump in and follow Ray into the water.
Oh, stop, buffoons.
Oh, well, I would have
you had no comment.
I got to tell you what, though.
Yeah.
I'll take it. The trade-off is acceptable to me. I will take it.
Of course you will.
To laugh at the Eagles today? Oh, my God. Yeah, let's go.
Of course you will.
Congratulations, Dave.
Thank you.
You don't mean that.
Oh, yes, he does. I don't think Ray says
do.
stuff he doesn't mean.
Dave has been in such a dark place for the past decade. It's no fun. It's actually been
I'm
no fun.
alive. I'm alive. I mean, what a win that was. We took their will. We took their manhood.
Here's the only crappy part. I'm not going to be a Debbie Downer here.
Don't do this today.
No, the only crappy part is that, I mean, you have a crappy loss sandwiched in between two huge wins.
Yeah, but like you said, and I think you're right, and I had people texting me this last night, oh, it's such a shame they lost to the Saints. It is a shame they lost to the Saints. I agree with that. But you're going to get moments from this kid where there's growing pains, for God's sakes. So it was a great win against the Chargers. Then I still thought there were moments against the Saints where he played well, although they turned the ball over 5 consecutive possessions, which is shocking. And then last night he was awesome. So if you looked at this, Rick, and said, I want to go to the playoffs, and that's real. Yes, then that loss to the Saints is just, catastrophic. But they're not going to the playoffs. They're not winning 8 games.
No. I don't listen. I agree with that. I'm not even talking specifically about Jackson Dart. I mean, anytime you turn the ball over as many times as they did, you're going to have hard pressed to win. I'm just saying, like, as a team, right? I mean, Burns has been awesome all season long.
He was good again last night,
right? And especially yesterday when you start lining him and Abdul Carter up on that right side, and they're running stunts and twists and everything else. Like that's got to be a handful for any offensive line. But like defensively against New Orleans. They did not play a good game.
Well, they had it last night too. I mean, I don't care what anyone says. I know it's Monday morning quarterback, but Jalen Hurts, I just don't think he's a great quarterback. I just don't. How about the play where Devontae Smith is wide open, and he's beating Cordell Flott, and Jalen Hurts can't come within 5 yards of him?
Well, I mean that completely changes the game there.
Right. Well, that was the 88-yard touchdown for the Saints that they had in that game. It's just the difference is Spencer Rattler connected and Jalen Hurts didn't.
Different. I mean, that was more Shaheed than it was. You know what I mean? That was Shaheed taking it and going. This was kind of just blown coverage that he misses down the left side.
But he was wide open, and he missed him. But, I mean, the defense – now, the one thing I will say last night is they were opportunistic. Like, that interception is huge. Then you punch out the football, right? They were good when Philadelphia got down into scoring territory. Philly didn't score a point in the second half, Rick. Nothing.
No, I understand that. I watched it. I was happy for you. I was excited for you. I don't think
Let's watch it together.
You want to watch together?
Let's watch it together. Let's replay the whole game again.
Listen. I wouldn't be mad at you if instead of watching The Office today after the show that you replayed this game.
I might.
And watched it again.
I'm not even kidding. I might. That was. You know what's great is you knew Scadaboo was going to get the football, and there's nothing they could do about it. You took their will.
Yeah, I guess the only negative. I mean, the only negative you'd really take from the game is. Well, I mean, there's a couple.
There's a few negatives.
Would just be Jackson, like the beating that he keeps taking, like the idea, like watching him lay on the ground trying to figure out what the hell just happened.
Well, how many? He started 3 games. In 2 of them, I believe, Russell Wilson's had to come in to relieve him, right?
Yeah, right. But it's scary because you see how fragile it is. Like, and you've also seen. I mean, you've seen like really promising young quarterbacks hell in your division, right? I mean. You have
RG3. It happened to him, right?
Right, that's the one I'm talking about.
Right,
and that completely derailed his career or what he could have been. But I mean, that's the price that you pay when you play the way that he plays. And
right, and when you don't have the weapons too, right?
Well, but it's not even the weapons, dude. There was one point on the right sideline where he launched himself like a missile. to finish off a run.
I know. It's unnecessary. And the thing that drove me crazy last night, and I understand how excited Brian Dable is and how desperate he is to keep his job, but you see what it looks like if this kid's not in there. He goes into the blue tent, comes out, and you're doing RPOs, and he's keeping it, and he's lined up with massive defensive players one-on-one on the outside. It's like, that's not what you want.
Right. I know it's not what you want, and you're trying to do both, right?
But you need to live to see another day.
Listen, I completely agree with you. But again, I mean, going back to the conversations that we've had for how long, when you bring Brian Dable back and there's some question as to whether or not he's on, he's going to be your coach moving forward. He also has to win games. So you're trying to walk this tightrope of winning, but also doing what's in the best interest of your young quarterback. On top of the fact that you just the reason why you love this kid is because of the kind of person he is and the kind of competitor he is, and he can't control himself because he wants to go out there and he wants to fight for every yard. He wants to prove to his teammates how tough he is.
Yep.
That's part of the problem too.
And I love it, and it's exciting, and it's it's got to be very motivating if you play with him, you're a teammate of his, but you have to live to see another day. You can't continue to take shots like that over and over and over. I agree with you. It's a problem, and he's got to figure it out, and he's got to figure it out sooner rather than later.
Well, here's why it's a problem. I mean, a couple different reasons. One is because you don't want, you obviously don't want him to get hurt, and all of a sudden now, we got how many games left? Team is through 6 weeks.
11 games left.
Then all of a sudden he gets hurt now, and you waste the next 10, 11 games because he's hurt and he can't play. That's that's important development for him.
Well, that'd be awful.
Going to tier 2. And the other thing is, you see what it looks like without him now.
Right.
Right. What he's able to do with his legs on third down. I mean, they actually, the Eagles call the right play. They got Zach Bond as the spy, and he's like, nope.
He abused him.
Yeah, you're not nearly as good an athlete as I am. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, he abused him. And you know what? For all of I think Louis Riddick was of this mindset. I know that Mike Tenenbaum was. He should have been starting from day one. He should have. He should have.
Yeah, probably. But, I mean, again, when you bring in Russell Wilson and tell him he's going to be the starting quarterback, I don't think there's anything wrong with giving him a couple weeks. Because you said.
But in retrospect, it's not a question. He's clearly better than Russell Wilson.
Right, but I also, I do think there's something to be said about having, that was the plan the entire offseason, which is why Jordan's he couldn't believe that they got over the plan in 3 weeks. You saw the entire offseason you sold to your team, we're going with Russell Wilson. So all we did was get ready with this, the offense surrounding, the offense that's going to be, in place for Russell Wilson. So it also affects the other guys. But I think there's something to be gained from a young kid that gets a chance to watch a veteran guy prepare for actual games. You know what I mean? Because it's not like Russell Wilson's playing. He doesn't have he's not playing a bunch of preseason games.
Right. I agree with that. I just think it's pretty obvious that, and we talk about this all the time. Some kids, right? Because that's what he is. Some kids are ready quicker than others. He's clearly ready. Nothing overwhelms him. And the thing that's so wildly exciting is he's doing this without, Scatterbo looks to be very good. He's doing this without weapons offensively. He makes Lil Jordan Humphrey, hey, he looks pretty good. Theo Johnson, hey, you know what? He looks pretty good. Now he's got to catch that football. That was a good throw down the seam last night.
That was a great throw.
It was a beautiful throw. He's got to catch that.
And that's a first down.
It's a first down, and you're almost. If you had a regular kicker, now you're almost in field goal range.
Well, but just think about what potentially could have happened there, though. You got a 3-point lead. It's the first possession. That's a first down. He drops it, and now the following possession from the Eagles, that's when Devontae Smith is wide open.
Mm-hmm.
So that could have been hey, conversion drive keeps going to it's not, we punt, and all of a sudden they score a touchdown, and it's 24.
And now you're losing again.
Yeah,
right.
So that's a big. that's a big sequence there. But
huge.
I'll tell you what I like about him.
Theo Johnson's your tight end.
Right. I will tell you what I like about him the most, and all the things that you just talked about are super important things. You can tell he's got, and probably because he threw with him a lot. Not so little Jordan Humphrey because he's humongous. They clearly have.
He's huge.
He's humongous, but it's hey, I know I've thrown to this guy enough. I know how big he is that if I underthrow this ball, he'll go up and high point it. So there's that trust factor built up between them. I guess him and Theo Johnson are really close friends, so there's that relationship there also. But when you watch, I think the hardest part a lot of the time for these athletic quarterbacks that have the ability to just tuck the ball and run and make a positive play is it becomes their immediate response to a play kind of breaking down is the second that happens, it's I'm not going to continue to scan the field and try to get the ball to my playmakers. I'm going to tuck it and I'll go make it happen myself. There are a couple different occasions where, the one I was talking about, where he kind of rolls to his right, that yeah, I can do it, but at the same time, my priority here is I got to get the ball out of my hand, and then once I go through, 1, 2, 3, and there's nothing available, I'll go do it. So you had that was one that stuck out for me. There was another one where you could just see how quickly he processed the information. It's like he's to his left, not open. He's to his right, not open, and then down the middle of the field, okay, now I found my guy. So his ability to also process all the information that he's getting, I think, is pretty impressive. Also,
was it Theo Johnson where he was blitzed? They had nobody in the backfield to pick anything up.
Yep.
And he just stood there and calmly hit him down the right side for a first down.
That's right.
I mean, that's a big-time throw. A big-time throw.
Absolutely. Yeah, and then that was the same possession where he took the knee to the face.
Right, and then he came out of the game. And then on that third down play, second down they run it. Third down, Hyatt was wide open. Russell Wilson can't throw the football. And then next possession, they get him back into the game. But my takeaways, secondary is a disaster. Front four, there were times last night where Jalen Hurts had so much time he didn't know what to do back there, but Jackson Dart's got it. And another thing, he makes, and this is important, everybody around him better, okay? Scattaboo is better because of Dart. The offensive line is better because of Dart. Lil Jordan Humphrey, Theo Johnson, the receivers are better because of Dart. So he not only is he very good, seemingly on his own, he is making the other guys around him the best version of them. The offensive line looked good last night. Not like they were bad. They looked good last night. How does that happen? I think a lot of it is because of Jackson Dart.
Well, not having Jalen Carter helps.
Sure.
Right? I mean, that's a big piece of this. Andrew Thomas, I mean, if you look at the numbers since he's been back, he's
really
stud.
good.
Illuminor has, outside of some of the penalties he's taken lately, he's been good at right tackle. It's funny, Jordan was like, well, it's the whole middle of the line. That's
right.
The problem is the entire middle of the line.
But they weren't bad last night.
No, they weren't. But, I mean, here's a good example of making the players better. Like that throw he made to Jalen Hyatt in the end zone. Like, Jalen Hyatt is known, you drafted him because he's fast, right? He hasn't developed as a wide receiver yet, the route tree and everything else. But the one thing that he can do well is he can run. So, I mean, before that Scattaboo touchdown, that ball he throws to him in the end zone that Jalen Hyatt tries to catch with the one hand but draws the pass interference, you couldn't have walked that ball down there and placed it better. He gave him a legitimate chance to catch that, and at the very least, draw pass interference and end up scoring a touchdown. But, yeah, man, if you're a Giants fan, I'm a little jealous right now. I got to be honest.
Well, I mean, not to be a jerk, and we have plenty of holes and plenty of problems. You should be, because it looks like we have the quarterback, and like we talk about endlessly on this show and every other show, that's what it's all about. It hides so many of the flaws within your team if you have the quarterback, and it looks like they have the quarterback.
Well, I think the other thing it does, and my favorite sport, hockey, kind of what you saw from Shesterkin last night. Like when Shesterkin's at his best, what he's capable of doing is, it gives your team this level of confidence when you have a quarterback like that. It's like Jaden Daniels did it for Washington last year.
Yep.
It's just and it helps both sides of the ball, obviously, because I mean it's how frustrating would it be to be on that defense, just watching your offense just sputter all the time, or hey, that's another 3-and-out, we're back on the field. So to have this kid with all this energy, this athleticism, this swag that just goes out there, and early in games too, man, it's right down the field, right? These last couple games, just right down the field, touchdown.
I think I heard it's the first. Oh God, I wish I could remember when. It's the first time in maybe since 2009 that they've scored touchdowns in 3 consecutive games on the opening possession.
It's unbelievable, man. You know what I mean? So it's like, hey. Fellas, just think about the defense, right? You get boom, Saquon run. It's like, Eagles are marching. All of a sudden, hey, good job, kept them to a field goal, and then your quarterback gets the ball and goes right down the field and scores 7.
Yeah, there's something special. There's something very, very special. All right, I was so excited to start the show, I forgot to tell people what's happening on the show today. That's my fault. We got to try to get Renan at some point. We got to get Renan and his beauty. Rich Seamini 735. Around the league, 45, 50 in that range. The Frenzy, probably 8:30, although it's listed here on my rundown at 8:15. Probably 8:30. Stuff you missed, 9:15. Week 6 NFL picks. We'll get back to that in one moment. 9:30. Only RJ lives on in the Survivor, 9:35. And then Plays of the Week at 9:50. But today's going to be very interactive. And it's funny, I saw a lot of Yankee fans saying, great, so my Yankees are done, and now I have to focus on the Giants. and now they're going to lose. So my week's going to be Yankees eliminated to the Giants on Thursday, get smashed by the Eagles. Well, you know what? I know you're still upset about the Yankees, but at least for one moment, the Giants gave you some reason to be excited.
Yeah, you should be excited. By the way, I got one of the stats you were talking about. So RJ has this in his beautiful rundown. First time since 1978 that the Giants have scored a touchdown in their first 2 possessions in consecutive games. Pretty nice.
Yeah, really, really nice. By the way, of the 3, well, I wasn't going to take the Eagles, certainly. But of the 3 of you guys, only Raymond took the Eagles minus the 7.5. Only Raymond.
Only Raymond. He tried to suck me in late, but I was like, you know what? No. You can do that.
You did him dirty there, though.
How did I do him dirty?
Because you all show long, you're like, yeah, the Eagles, I love the Eagles. I'm going to take the Eagles. Somebody out.
And then I was made to go first. That's the thing.
I didn't do that. Dave did that.
No, but Ray, I didn't. I assumed that both of them were going to take the Eagles, so I went to you first. Because Ray, how could you blame me for this? Firstly, I just defended you.
I wasn't even going to take the Eagles. I'm not saying I was coerced. I made the decision of my own volition, but I did assume that Rick was going to be there right with me, and that was
it was dirty. It was dirty pool, is what that was.
It was.
It was.
It really was.
Listen, I checked the board, and I had some games I like better than the Eagles game.
But again, if my sacrifice is what it takes to get the result that we got last night, then I'll happily take it.
To me,
I'll
pick the Broncos next week, and then take the Eagles again, and then the Niners. Just continue to go away from the Giants, because when you do, they take that very personally.
Well, I think it's only been the one time, right?
Well, that's all I have.
Well, that's not true. I had them against Dallas too. So yeah,
I was told it was on the bulletin board last night.
Probably
that Ray Santiago. In the Giants locker room.
Yeah.
That guy, did you hear about this guy who lives across the street? Yeah.
Did you hear about the hideous guy on DNR?
Yeah. He loves the Eagles in this one.
He took the Eagles minus the 7.5. That was a rallying cry. Scattaboo, I believe, when he started hearing that Ray was taking the Eagles, began to just do backflips endlessly.
Either backflips or run into a poster of me in a brick wall there. Just lower his head right into it.
He's unbelievable, man. I mean, he just is. Like, he is not shy at all.
So when you were looking at the spreads and you were focusing on, like, what games you like better and what games you didn't like better, did anything jump to mind for you?
Did anything jump to mind? It's funny that you asked me that, Dave.
Uh-huh.
Because there are a couple games. It wasn't the Eagles game, however. But if there are spreads that you like, here's a good place. Here's what you should do. Got to go to FanDuel, and I'll tell you why. Because they're going to fire up your Saturdays. FanDuel's got a boost that you're not going to want to miss. It's called Boosting with the Boys. It's giving everyone a college football profit boost every single week. Here's how it works. Each week, they're giving everyone a profit boost to use on college football. No opt-in gymnastics, no invite-only nonsense. Everyone gets the boost. We're talking real games, real teams, real Saturdays. With an extra payout on the line, it's easy, it's fun, and it's only on FanDuel. Go to FanDuel.com/Rick to download the app. Check out the Boostin' with the Boys offer and get in on the action. You got to be 21 and older and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions do apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, you can call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467369.
Oh, that's beautiful. But I'm thinking I'm going to believe everything is beautiful today. Like
I'm thinking
the
today's
sun's going to be out.
You.
The birds are going to chirp. The grass is going to be green. Like everything is going to be great today.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure if it's green enough to like do the butt cheek stuff that you talked about, but I think it's going to be a good day for you.
Oh, it's going to be a great day for me.
Yeah.
It's going to be a glorious, glorious day. So, phone lines, guys, are open. And there's so many times where it's the Giants stink. They can't do this, fire that, move on from this guy, secondaries this, wide receivers, what were they doing? Not today. Today there's some optimism. Today there's some positivity. So, 800-919-3776. Let's share in the celebration together. Let the wild rumpus begin. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Right now, police are stepping up patrols to make sure drivers and pedestrians obey our crosswalk laws. Why? Because every year in New York, people are injured or killed just crossing the street. So remember, pedestrians, obey traffic signals and use crosswalks. And drivers, yield to pedestrians in crosswalks. If you don't, we will educate you on the law. And you may get a ticket, because tickets get attention, and that saves lives. A message from the Governor's Traffic Safety Committee.
There's nothing the voice in our head obsesses over like our health. But with over 100 lab tests and insights, Function can help answer the questions like, why am I so tired all the time? How can I get better sleep? My friend was telling me about magnesium gummies she takes. How do I even know if my heart is work stress affected? It's time to up my cardio. If my mom has something, how would I find out? It's time to get some blood work done. A Function membership gives you a comprehensive health check with results tracked over time. Find out what you're made of at functionhealth.com.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
Just printed from the Erie Canal Press, the most coveted ticket, New York Lottery's $1 million raffle, hath arrived. 15 fortunate souls shall come into the fortune of a millionaire.
Translation, the $1 million raffle is here, and 15 winners are going to become millionaires. The New York Lottery commemorates 200 years of the Erie Canal with your best odds of winning $1 million. Limited tickets available. Ask your local retailer today. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check Kirk Herbstreit's pregame analysis first, before talking to your brother-in-law.
In this game, the key thing to watch will be the offensive line versus their front seven. If they can get pressure without blitzing, this could be a long night.
Okay, Kirk.
I know stuff.
Ooh, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Coach Saban here. On the field or on your walls, coverage matters. That's why I go with Behr Marquee Interior Paint and Primer from the Home Depot.
Exceptional hide, advanced stain blocking, and over 1,000 colors to choose from. Behr Marquee delivers one-coat coverage that stands up to real life. One-coat coverage, no overtime. Behr Marquee, only at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Valid only when tinted to colors from the Behr Marquee Interior One-Coat Hide Collection.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Ray could play, like, anything today. I'd be so excited. He could play, like, death music, death metal.
There's a lot of stuff that happened last night, too. That's your first win in 9 division games, which that's big.
Yep. First time they won a Thursday night game since 2015.
That's right. Jackson Dart, only the second Giants rookie quarterback to beat the Eagles. Last time that happened was in 1950. Which is nice.
That's unbelievable. So how about this? Going into the game last night, in the last 34 games against the Eagles, including playoffs.
Yep.
How many do you think the Giants have won?
Last
34, including the postseason.
Last 34, including the postseason, the Giants have. They won. Last 34 we're going to?
34. So we're going like I think it's 16 years plus 2 playoff games, I believe.
Well, last time they played in the playoffs, they got smacked.
And the time before that, they got smacked too. That was the year that Plexico Burr shot himself in the leg, and McNabb brought the Eagles into Giant Stadium, and they won.
Do you ever find yourself thinking like what could have been with that season sometimes?
Sometimes.
Like you think about that
all
a lot?
the time. The Giants are the best team in football. The Giants were 11-1. If he doesn't shoot himself in the leg, that Giants team was better than the team that won the Super Bowl the year before.
Right, I remember that. I just don't I remember my first thought when that happened was like, why? Like, what was the thought process when you made that decision?
Yeah,
especially like, hey, I'm just going to throw this right in my sweatpants here.
Yeah,
and
then run up a flight of stairs.
Because this should stay. Last 34 games, I will say the Giants have won 6.
So you think they're 6-28, huh?
Maybe. I don't know. Does that sound crazy?
Well, I don't know. Raymond, what do you think? Last 34 games, inclusive of the postseason.
And what am I looking for again?
How many wins do you think the Giants have against the Eagles?
I would say 4 or 5. 4.
4?
Yeah, it's not many. It's not many.
You think they're 4-30?
Would that shock you? I
I know the
that
answer, so yes, it would.
They've not beaten the Eagles much at all.
RJ, you want to play in
all.
this game? So you have a 6 and a 4 on the board.
Well, judging by your reactions, I'm going to take
4 is wild.
I
don't think it is.
I'm going to go prices right, and I'm going to take 7 and up.
Well, if you just took 7, you'd be the winner, and you'd win both showcases.
Oh,
the Giants were 7-27 heading
Well,
into
why'd you
last
get crazy
night's
when I
game.
said
That's not
6?
outlandish. Yes, 4 and 6 are not outlandish.
4 is crazy.
It's really not.
Yeah, but you made it sound like 6 was crazy.
We're overlooking the headline. I win.
Yeah, RJ wins.
That's right. And
You didn't
RJ
win
has
last
not
night.
been as conversational to me today as I was hoping.
It's because you shut his team out last night. I mean, that's why.
What a day to be Dave. What a
a
night.
day. Goalie stands on his head. You
Yep.
finally score some goals. You
I feel
beat
like
the
$1 million
Sabres.
bucks.
Smash the Eagles.
Smash the Eagles.
I mean,
Rangers win. Phillies literally throw the ball away to end their season.
It's a tough day in Philly today.
Yeah, it is.
Tough day in Philly, which
Yeah,
makes
it
me
is.
happy.
RJ, do me a favor. Get Gunling on the phone for the 8 o'clock hour, would you?
Oh, I
Are
forgot.
you going to do to him what you threatened to do to me?
I was hoping you'd forget about this.
Oh, I didn't forget.
So
We'll call him, get him on the show 8 o'clock.
Wait a
Now,
minute, he said
Andrew
he was gonna
Gunling
open
is
up
a
his butt
dirty.
cheeks earlier.
You know what?
Yeah,
Get Rob
actually-
on the phone.
actually,
Where's
yeah.
this Rob?
Now
Get
that
this
you-
Rob, this character.
Now that you mention it.
I want his face on the show.
So we're just going to spend the morning calling all Eagles
Yes.
fans.
If you told me every segment we called a different Eagles fan and
Every
beat
Eagle
them
fan you
down
know?
to a pulp, I would love that.
Every
Why
Eagle
don't
fan
we call
you know.
RJ? Find out what the morning show in Philly is. Let's call the morning show in Philly and let Dave.
Call the
Dave attack
Fanatic
that.
right up.
Call the Fanatic. Call whatever it is.
But what if he starts talking about his butt cheeks?
Let's have real fun. Let's call WIP. Let's
mean,
Yeah,
call that.
call
That's
like
intimidating.
get what's his face on. Get that Eskin on. Get him on the show.
I think you got to listen. I don't blame you, man. I mean, to have 7 wins against the Eagles in your last 34 games, right? I mean,
And that includes like they don't play because they have the 1 seed clinched. Like that includes all those games too.
right? Yeah, like I mean, it includes the one where they played what's his name for you that you loved.
What's his face? I don't remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they played Tanner McKee. That game was against Washington, I think.
No,
Right,
there was
that
one
game-
where Doug Peterson did it to you.
No, but the Giants had beaten the Cowboys, and the
Yes.
Giants needed Washington to lose to Philly, and he
Right.
put in. God, I can't remember that slop they put in the game that night.
Oh boy, wasn't it the guy who played at Northwestern or something? Not Sudfeld. Was it Sudfeld?
It might
I
have
think
been.
it was Sudfeld.
Oh, my
Yeah, but I
God.
think he's Indiana. It was Nate
Nate
the Great Sudfeld.
Nate
You know why they put him in?
Indiana.
They
Yes.
wanted to see what he had in case they decided to keep him on the roster for the next year. You jerks.
Right.
That's an important evaluation time.
Yeah, very important. Well, you know what? It all boils to a head today.
Yeah, but here's okay. I'm interested to get this. I want to take all these calls. I mean, bank is full right now. Of
course it is.
We'll tease this because I don't want to kill the clock. Now, you know what this means, right? If Jackson Dart continues to look as good as Jackson Dart looks,
Yep.
this all of a sudden now erases the whole Brian Dable stinks as a coach.
Right. It erases Brian Dable stinks as a coach. It erases Brian Dable's going to leave as a coach. It means that Joe Shane is going to be back. I get all those things, but it's worth it. If I get quarterback play like that, it's worth keeping those guys.
Yeah, but is it though?
Yes.
I know it's worth it, but is it setting him up to have the maximum amount of success? Like we went from RJ telling us before the game yesterday when everyone thought the Giants would lose to the Eagles that Joe Shane stinks. And now all of a sudden Joe Shane's good?
But no, I don't think Joe Shane is good.
That's what a quarterback can do
Deontay
for you,
Banks
though.
had played 3 snaps in the game last night. Evan Neal was not active in the game last night. So he's not good.
Right,
But when
but
you
it's
get
just-
a quarterback that's competent, that's capable, it makes everything change.
No, I know it makes everything change, but I think that sometimes the good quarterback can also mask bad coaching. And it's on-
Absolutely.
yeah, but it's on you as a functional organization to recognize that one way or the other.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen.
I agree with you.
That's not
which
gonna happen.
I don't know if is in the best interest of the team moving forward.
You might be right, but if they win games and he plays like that,
Well, if he plays like that,
everyone's
they're going to win
coming back.
games. If he plays like that, they're going to win games.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's sustainable, but that was unbelievable.
I mean, as long as he doesn't get hurt. I mean, because you said it, and it's the best point. Is you got your top two is I know you hate Slayton, but still you got Malik Neighbors, the only guy that puts any fear in defense. You got no Slayton, and you elevate Lil Jordan Humphrey, and you go out and score 34 points.
You put 5 touchdowns on the board.
Yeah, right. You ran the ball down their throat. So it's like, I mean, yeah. I just, this team with this quarterback, the way he plays, like the energy and everything else, what he does for this team, yeah, they're going to win games if he plays like this.
All right, you know what? Then I'm here for it. Then if that means they win 6 or 7 games and Dable comes back, then so be it.
Okay.
Then so be it. I'm willing to deal with that. Let's break. Every phone line is lit up, so I apologize that we got a little crazy here, or I got a little crazy. I apologize for that. We'll come back, get to all the calls. 800-919-3776. We'll hear from Dable. We'll hear from Dart. We'll hear from you guys. We have a full football experience today. The Giants beat the Eagles. What a world we live in. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Getting the right mattress helps you sleep at night. Getting the right price helps you sleep even better. At PC Richard & Son, they don't just sell you a mattress. Their experts use a 4-step fitting process to make sure your new bed fits you perfectly. The right fit, the right price, plus free delivery. It's what they do, only at PC Richard & Son. Free delivery on mattresses $199 and up. Excludes Manhattan. See stores for details.
Is college even worth it these days? At Empire State University, it actually is. They are SUNY's leading online university. Flexible, affordable, and built for real life. With more than 120 degree programs, you can study what matters most to you. And students agree. They're ranked #1 in student satisfaction among SUNY schools. Whether you are finishing what you started or starting fresh, your goals are within reach. See for yourself. Visit SUNYEmpire.edu before the next term begins.
Score or win this game day with Amazon Pickup, the MVP of package pickup. Need that new football jersey for the big matchup? With Amazon Pickup, you can collect your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule. Whether you're running from work or home or straight to the tailgate, Amazon Pickup makes it easy and worry-free at no extra cost. Don't miss kickoff. Grab your gear and your packages when it works for you. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
Diana Florence knows how to keep our communities safe. In 25 years as Manhattan Assistant DA, Diana successfully prosecuted street crime, corruption, and fraud, using smart solutions to increase safety in our neighborhoods. Now, a radical agenda has put us all at risk. On November 4th, vote for the independent Democrat that will protect us, not criminals. Elect Diana Florence, Manhattan District Attorney. Paid for by the Coalition to Restore New York, not expressly authorized or requested by any candidate or by any candidate's political committee or any of its agents.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast-track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Knicks fans, opening night is a bounce pass away. Join ESPN New York's Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg live from 3 to 6:30 p.m. from Stout on West 33rd between 6th and 7th. Steps from the Garden. Get ready for the start of Knicks basketball.
Runs it off the dribble. He got it and one.
Be there for special guests, live Knicks talk, and opening night vibes before tip-off. We'll see you at Stout on West 33rd. Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg live from the Knicks home opener. Don't just listen, don't just watch. Be there.
All right, DNR with you. ESPN New York. I want to remind everyone playing ESPN New York Survivor to make your pick before Sunday's 1 o'clock games to stay in the running for the $5,000 grand prize. I'm out. You're out.
Yep.
Ray's out. Only RJ on this show remains. How about this? After 5 weeks, we've lost 79% of the players.
I think John. I think last night's Eagles loss killed John too.
Yeah, and you know what? Hang on. Follow along on the ESPN New York app, powered by SplashSports.com. I told them. We're sitting. I don't know if you heard yesterday because you were up and around when the break hits during that hour. He came in. He's like, I'm taking the Eagles. I said, that's a mistake. Why? I said, because that's a mistake. I don't like taking road teams, and I don't like taking division battles, and I don't love that game. Well, I've mapped that out. He's like, I've mapped out the whole rest of the season, and this is the best game for me this week. I said, Packers the Bengals.
Right, but see, it's kind of what I did last week when I got knocked out, but it took, you heard Tim Hasselbeck yesterday. Maybe the worst loss he's ever seen to be out, but I did the same thing. Instead of taking Detroit, I was like, here, let me look at Detroit's schedule. If there's a better time to take Detroit or another time to take Detroit, I'll go Arizona.
You gotta live to win that week before you worry about 4, 5, 6 weeks in the future, though.
I know, but I will say, though, it sounded like, because I was back for that he put a tremendous amount of thought into that decision, though. Like, I would imagine that, like, at his home where he wears the Oculus, there's probably this actual layout.
Homeland charts on the wall of who to take and why to take them.
All the schedules, and he's pointed to, okay, week, he was giving us, week 9, week 14, he had this one. Like, so he was dialed.
Well, now he can help me. I'm going to take the Packers this week in my one remaining Survivor pool. So, here's what's happened. This is very unfortunate, by the way. Raymond sees all the giddiness. Raymond sees all the excitement. Raymond sees the Giants fans have flocked to the phone lines this morning. And what does Raymond do? He hangs up on every single call.
Raymond, so if people know, we had full bank.
Full bank.
Agenda was, second we get back from break, call. And what Raymond does is he does his best Darius Slayton impression, and he
drops them all.
He breaks the phones.
Yes.
And now, as I'm watching the call screen, calls are being screened, put up on the board, and then the board resets itself.
Right, and it just happened again. So what's happening right now? It's unbelievable to see. It's like the butt fumble of call screeners. So every line is lit up, and then the guys will screen one or two, and then they vanish, and then that happens continuously.
Yes.
So I could just hear people saying, "You said you were going to get to the calls." I'd like to.
Yeah.
It seems at the moment we cannot. But what we can do is hear from Brian Dable and hear from Jackson Dart. You tell me, who do you want to hear from first, the coach or the quarterback?
I'd like to hear from the quarterback first.
All right, you want to hear from the quarterback. Jackson Dart was asked after the game, was this a statement victory?
Yeah, it absolutely is, because you have to have a lot of respect for that team. They just come off of winning the Super Bowl. They're the top team in the league. Quite honestly, nobody really expected us to put up a performance like this. As a locker room, as teammates, we felt confident. We tried to play hard for each other. We're not trying to make statements. We're just trying to play for each other and win games. So, we wanted to find an identity, and I felt like we did a good job of putting that a little bit together tonight.
Yeah, I don't know how you could hear him and not be excited by what he says.
Well, even after the first game that they won, right? I was watching the post game, and he got the game ball, and just his message to the team. You see a lot of times. I don't care what the age group is, or what locker room you're in. When a guy gets put on the spot, right? Player of the game or game ball, and then he has to stand in front of the group and speak or relay a message. Some guys are good at it, and some guys you can tell are intimidated by the moment. And he's clearly, as a rookie, not intimidated at all by the moment. He wants to accept that challenge. He wants to be the leader of this team. And that's how he carries himself, which is pretty, not pretty, which is really impressive. You know what I mean? Just playing, to have that level of self-confidence and then be able to lead. This isn't college, man. This is grown men.
Right.
And these grown men recognize that my lively, you're dictating. How many times have you had, Orlovsky said it? Every quarterback that we've talked to says, and it's not, it's probably not the best thing in the whole world to have one guy have as much power as the quarterback does, but the quarterback holds the franchise and the jobs of all the people in charge in the palm of his hand. If he's good, you're going to have, if he's good and you win games, you're going to have your job for a long time. If he stinks and it doesn't work out, you're going to get fired.
Really, this was the last thing Brian Dable could do, right?
That's it.
They were 0-3. Things were falling apart. Fans wanted a pound of flesh, And he went to his last chip, and it was, all right, I'm down to my last $25 chip. Let me put it there in the circle and play a hand, and he's winning hands. And now he's compiling because he will keep his job if this continues, and if it does not, he will be out of a job. I firmly believe that.
Yeah, I mean, same with Joe Shane.
Right.
Right? I mean, before last night, all we were talking about for the last couple of days is just, I mean, how bad both were. Like, Brian Daboll, and you could go through the list of different things, like the idea of having the 31st ranked offense last year. You bring everyone back except the quarterback. Like, it's just, hey, guys, it's the quarterback. It's the quarterback. And I'll tell you what, I think that conversation changes now because he's got his guy with the skill set that he wants. And in the last 3 games, you've beat an undefeated Chargers team.
Right.
And you just, on a short week, Thursday night, where you never win in primetime, you just beat the Eagles.
You didn't even beat the Eagles. You humiliated the Eagles.
Right. You ran the ball for 172 yards against them. Like, I mean, so it really is amazing, though, how quickly in this league the conversation can change when you got a quarterback that can actually go out and do all the things that you want.
It is pretty amazing that you went from Sunday losing to the Saints and turning the football over 5 consecutive possessions, right?
Yeah.
And then 4 days later, you're home against the Eagles, nationally televised game. They have a team meeting. They are embarrassed. This is not going to happen again. Saquon has 6 carries. We sit here and he's going to get 20-plus carries, and A.J. Brown's going to get 1 million, and they're going to destroy the Giants. And you go out there 4 days later, and you humiliate the Eagles? Like, you can't make this stuff up. This is why sports is the best.
It's why it's the best. Yeah, I mean, it really is. Did a really good job against Saquon, right? I mean, last time I think he played Saquon, he went for what? Almost 200, $176 or something like that? Like, he diced you up last time you played against him. And he got off to a great start.
Could he have had, like, the Eagles single-game rushing or career something? There was some record he could have broken, and he was like, no. Don't put me back into the game. I don't want to go back in there and do it again.
Yeah, I'm good. I've done everything I've set out to do today. Yeah, and here's the thing. Like in Philadelphia, I can only imagine what those conversations are.
Oh man,
are
it must
like
be
today.
A treat.
I mean, those must be really, really fun times. It's nice though when you can cause Philly pain. I will say.
Oh
that.
yeah. Well, and could you imagine Philly today? They got that pitchers throwing the ball home for some reason on a comebacker, and then they're like, all right, well, we didn't think we'd beat the Dodgers anyway, but at least we'll beat the Giants and we'll get back on track, and they get hammered by the Giants.
Yeah. So,
how's Rob doing today?
What are you doing today?
Huh?
What are you doing? How are you doing today, or what are you doing today?
No. I said, well, how's Rob doing today?
Rob sent me the green puking emoji last night. Yeah. So he's not doing well.
Yeah, good. I'm glad.
I think you probably just ruined the fact he's going to be in the Columbus Day Parade on Monday. I think you probably ruined
enjoy that, Rob.
I think you probably ruined that for him.
Good.
Would you like to come to? We got a couple games this weekend. Would you like to come out to the games and just taunt him?
I would, but Ben's going to be home this weekend, so I'm going to hang out with him a lot.
I think we're your neck of the woods too. We're in Brewster.
You're at Brewster Ice Arena?
Yeah.
Oh, when are your games?
You can taunt him if you want.
Well, don't say, because then you're going to. I had people showing up for Ben's game years ago, so tell me off.
I had the same thing. I did that same thing happened to me.
Yeah, let's not do that. Let's hear more from Jackson Dart on the pressure. Does he feel pressure to turn this team around right now?
I love it. I understand that, like, the most important thing for everybody is winning. As competitors, that's how we feel too. And I feel like the city is starving for that. We are starving for that. We hate losing. It's the worst feeling in the world. So, we just try to do our best to, regardless of what, outside noise is we try to keep, everything internal between us. And, I have all the confidence in the world of every single player in this team. And we just got to try to do our best to rally and stay consistent.
I don't know how you could hear him and watch him and not fall in love with him.
I think it's pretty easy to see why through the process that, this was Brian Daboll's guy. Right? I mean, you got the physical tools.
Yep.
Right? And then you recognize how important the leadership part of this is. Like, you need to make those guys in that locker room believe that you can help them win. And if you can't, I mean, listen, that position of all the positions in sports is, like, leadership-wise, is the most important position. Or, like, best player in hockey doesn't have to be the best leader. Got to be a lead by example guy, but, like, I mean, Connor McDavid doesn't have to be the guy that necessarily stands up and kind of can be that, the vocal leader all the time. He doesn't need to do that. But as the quarterback, like, you're just thrust into that spot, man. I mean, you're the CEO of the franchise.
Right, and it's a leadership role, and for a 22-year-old to be thrust into a leadership role, so he's got to play well.
Yep.
And he's got to take on a leadership role so that guys buy into what he's doing.
Right, but I think that's partly why you see him play the way that he plays, with that reckless abandon. Like, I got to show, like,
awesome, but you won't think that when eventually it goes south.
Right, I think that the hope would be that this is kind of like, hey, early on, I want to show my guys, how much I want to win, and then as you kind of prove yourself, you can take your foot off the gas with that a little bit and be a little bit smarter.
Right,
like, I don't need you launching yourself into cornerbacks with your head.
It's terrifying.
So
it really is. It's terrifying. But right now it feels pretty unbelievable to watch him play. But yeah, I mean, you see the downgrade from when he's a quarterback to the next guy up. So he's got to stay healthy.
Yeah, he has to stay healthy. It's just, I mean, takes a lot of hits. A lot.
I know. But the way he plays football, he's going to take a lot of hits regardless. So he at least has to show some semblance of smarts and not take the extra hits, the meaningless hits, I guess I'd say.
See, I think and he said this before. He's like, if I have the ball on third down and I'm trying to extend this drive, I'm not sliding before the first down. My intention is to pick up the first down. So, like, if that's the mindset, yeah, you're going to take some big shots. It's just being smart about, like, what the play that we were talking about when, he kind of like launches himself at the sideline. Like, yeah, I love the idea. I love the idea. Like, this is how tough you are, but hey, like, let's recognize how important you are to this team, and let's not do stuff like that. Or like early on, and I forget what game it was. I think it might have been the first game where he's trying to like violently stiff-arm
against the Chargers
people.
when he's stiff-arming the defensive back
with this throwing hand.
Right, but he's not there yet. Like, he's so amped up and he's so excited that he's not there yet. Let's take a listen to this, Jackson Dart, on just taking too many hits.
There's just situations where if it's third down, I'm going to get the first down. And that's important to me. That's important to the team. We have to keep the drives alive. Was there maybe like one or two hits today where I could have avoided? Yes. But in my mind, when I'm running the ball, I'm trying to, get a few yards and put our team in a really good situation. So I understand that, you got to take care of your body, and I definitely try to do my best with that. But in situations where things are important, I'm going to do my best to get that done.
What's the phrase? Lose the battle to win the war.
Yep.
That to me like defines him. I get it. He says there's a third down. I'm going to get that first down. But sometimes you have to be smart, and I don't think he has learned how to be smart yet in the NFL.
Well, I think you saw a great example of that last night. Now, it ends up being to their detriment. But in the end of the first half, where Brian Dable, I don't know why he's calling timeout. Like, play clock, is going to expire. Eagles have no timeouts. There's 15 seconds left, and he, for some reason, calls timeout. But, on the Eagles side of it, Jalen, who's already won a Super Bowl, kind of established himself. Now, I know you guys don't necessarily love Jalen Hurts, but, has earned the respect of his teammates because he won them a Super Bowl.
Well, he's a winner.
Right, but he slides a yard short right at the end of the half, and you can't spike the ball because it's fourth down now, so they don't get a playoff. You know what I mean? Like, in Jackson Dart's mind, you bet your ass he's picking up that first down.
Right. Well, I just think you have to be very, very careful with that, because if you continue to do that, you're not going to see the next 11 games.
Oh, but you said it. He's already been dealing with the hamstring, which happened in week 1.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, there's only so much. You don't want to get yourself in like an Anthony Richardson situation. And I'm not saying like talent-wise they're similar. I'm just saying
right, but when you're hurt every single week.
Like every single week, the backup quarterback's got to come in for a couple plays because you're in the tent. You're no good to us hurt.
No, of course you're not. But here's the thing. It doesn't feel like he sees that. Like, he's like, no. Like, you got hurt. You have to go into the tent again. Like, all right, what are you going to do? He's like, no. Big third down. I'm going to put my head down and run through a guy. That's not smart. And this is going to continue to happen. It might happen anyway. Just the way he plays football, the amount of punishment they allow him to take, the way they set up their offense, he's going to take hits. But if he's going to take hits, and then on top of that, he's going to be aggressive on second and third and extra yardage, he's not going to make it through the season.
Yeah, see, again, you're talking about trying to walk that line where you don't want to. It's what you love so much about him, so you don't want to take that away from him, and you don't want to put him in a spot where it's like he knows he can pick up that third down, but in the back of his mind, he's heard so many times. It's like with when Daniel Jones, the whole thing with Daniel Jones was, don't throw a pick, don't throw a pick, don't throw a pick. So now his first thought when he's making a throw is don't throw a pick. So rather than throw it, now he holds on to it. So
you're going to change the way the kid plays, which you don't want to do, but you need to fine tune it. I think would be my phrase.
Which we're 3 games into it, so hopefully he'll figure that part of it out.
I hope so. I got a good email I wanted to read to you.
Well, that's the only thing we're going to be able to do anyway. It's because the phone's broken.
Right. The day of all days. I guess.
Give out your cell phone. Have people call you on your cell phone and put it up to the microphone.
You want me to give my number out?
Give your number out.
He'll do it, too.
No, I won't do that.
Yeah, you will.
Barry B., you'll appreciate this. Barry B., Russell Wilson coming in for Dart for 2 plays is very similar to when John hopped on the mic and started listing game times that night.
Yep, very similar. The last 2 times you've seen Russell Wilson has been really bad.
It's been awful.
Like what was the other game when he came
Chiefs.
in? It looked like he was like an old man, like shuffling around before he got tackled.
Yeah, you saw. Right? Did you see him? Yeah, you saw him against the Chiefs, and he was brutal. And then you saw him yesterday, and he was equally brutal.
I think we may have to reassess who the backup is at this point.
That's what I said to start the show.
Yeah.
It has to be Winston.
I think it might have to be.
It's going to have to be. You can't.
Tip-off's at 9 o'clock
tonight.
tonight.
What was that?
That was John when he took.
Tip-off's at 9 o'clock tonight.
God. When he said he could do your job better than you.
That's right. He thinks he can do everybody's job better. But you know what? I don't care. I'm in such a great mood. It does not matter to me. I don't care. And if we get the phone lines up and running, which would be glorious, we're going to get to all your phone calls, and that's a promise. I'd give out the number, but is there even a reason to do it now?
Not right now. What, to tease people? So I can sit here and watch all the lines go green and then it resets itself every time?
It's awful to see. But you know it's not awful to see. And you know what it's not awful to do? Putting a little scratch on some of these games. Like if you had the Giants plus the 7.5 last night, I mean, you're walking around like the cock of the walk this morning. You know
but
that?
what happens if you have the Eagles minus the 7.5 last night?
Well, then you're an idiot because the Giants won the game outright.
That's not great.
Yeah.
Well,
that's why they call it gambling, my friend.
Here's what I want to do, though, David. I want to get you ready for Sunday because NFL Sunday's almost here, and you've got your crew, your couch, your snacks, your slate, and FanDuel's coming in with some extra. This isn't just another NFL Sunday. It's your chance to place that perfect parlay or hit your go-to player prop, and now we're making it even better because this week FanDuel's bringing the bonus. That's right. Right now, all customers get a 50% profit boost on any NFL bet. However you play your game, FanDuel's got your back with something extra in your account because that's what Sunday should feel like. Visit FanDuel.com/Rick to download the app and get in on the action before kickoff. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions do apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467-369.
That was really well done. That was a very nice read. Very nice read. All right, so what do we have coming up this morning? We're going to go around the league at 7:45-50, that right after Rich Seamini right at 7:35. We're hoping to do a phone frenzy. We'll do a frenzy in some capacity, 8:15 or 8:30, probably 8:30. Stuff you missed, 9:15. Week 6 picks. Raymond, you'll only have 2 because you took the Eagles like a dummy last night. So we'll do our picks at 9:30. 9:35, RJ's going to tell you his survivor. And then, of course, we do plays of the week. It's a jam-packed show. A lot of Giants. We'll look around the league. We'll get into the Jets as well Sunday morning over in England. It's DNR with you right here on ESPN New York. All right, let's see what's happening with my buddy, my pal, maybe my best friend. Here she is. It's Debbie Duhame.
Hey, Dave, let's try to dart through the traffic on this Victory Friday. Jackson, dart. Let's go out to the Cross Bronx westbound, slowing down big time out toward 3rd Avenue. It's a disabled vehicle. Try to dart through that. Inbound George Washington Bridge, 35 minutes. Lincoln 15, Holland 15. Watch for delays. Van Wyck in both directions out toward Hillside Ave. Sponsored by Unbound.org. Right now, there are young people across the world facing a tough choice. Continue their dream of education or drop out to help their family put food on the table. You can help change their future in a single moment. See how far your support can go at Unbound.org. I'm Debbie Duhame on 880 ESPN New York.
The Association on Aging in New York is celebrating the 60th anniversary of the Older Americans Act, which funds vital programs for millions of older adults. Services include meals, transportation, home care, Medicare counseling, case management, and caregiver support. Today, people are uncertain whether some programs remain available. We can help. To learn more about these essential programs and how to keep them, visit our website at agingny.org. Sponsored by the Association on Aging in New York.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877-CARS for kids. K-A-R-S Cars for kids. 1-877-CARS for kids. Donate your.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
Hey, this is Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson for three.
And this is your home for New York Knicks basketball. This is 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
Did you know women account for 2/3 of all Americans living with Alzheimer's and 2/3 of all Alzheimer's family caregivers? Join the Alzheimer's Foundation of America at its Women Empowerment Forum on November 5th in Amityville to learn practical ways women can reduce their risk for Alzheimer's and enhance quality of life for themselves and their loved ones living with Alzheimer's. For more information or to register, visit alzfdn.org or call 866-232-8484.
Score a win this game day with Amazon Pickup, the MVP of package pickup. Need that new football jersey for the big matchup? With Amazon Pickup, you can collect your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule. Whether you're running from work or home or straight to the tailgate, Amazon Pickup makes it easy and worry-free at no extra cost. Don't miss kickoff. Grab your gear and your packages when it works for you. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
Dave Rothenberg here to tell you about my friends at Bath Fitter. Now, they converted my kids' bathtub to a shower and did an incredible, really an unbelievable job. They offer all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit done in just one day. Durable and easy to clean with no demo or mess and lower cost than a standard replacement. And a lifetime guarantee. Right now, no money down, no payments, no interest until 2027. So start designing your bath today like we did at bathfitter.com. There's only one bath fitter.
The following is a paid advertisement for the Wellness Company.
Hey there, it's Michelle Smallman from Unsportsmanlike. I'm thrilled to be joined by Dr. Drew from the Wellness Company. And Dr. Drew, you have something very exciting to talk about today, the medical emergency kit. Tell us a little bit about this.
It is exciting. Look, I have been fighting to try to protect the patient-physician relationship my entire career, and we have lost. I finally decided I need to be involved with people that put the power back in the patient directly. These emergency kits give you everything you need so you don't have to spend $1,200 going to the emergency room. We have a significant medical team, the medical board at TWC, and we just sat down and put together what we would want for our family, for our patients.
Oh my gosh, so anything that anyone could need is in this
and there's
kit.
a guidebook here to tell you exactly how to use it, and again, telehealth backup.
It's remarkable. It's innovative. Everyone needs to get one. UrgentCareKit.com/sports, promo code sports to get $50 off your kit. That's UrgentCareKit.com/sports, promo code sports.
Prescription required. Always consult your doctor to determine if this product is right for you.
Getting the right mattress helps you sleep at night. Getting the right price helps you sleep even better. At PC Richard & Son, they don't just sell you a mattress. Their experts use a 4-step fitting process to make sure your new bed fits you perfectly. The right fit, the right price, plus free delivery. It's what they do, only at PC Richard & Son. Free delivery on mattresses $199 and up. Excludes Manhattan. See stores for details.
Dart. Jackson, dart.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
This is the greatest feeling in the world.
Finds an open man and hits him. Robinson stays in bounds. Robinson's going to go all the way for a touchdown.
Nobody really expected us to put up a performance like this.
He can run. Can he ever? He can run all the way to the end zone.
I like everything about that defensive battle.
This is why you watch.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
You want energy? I'll open my butt cheeks and give you energy today. Oh, my God.
On ESPN New York. And streaming live on YouTube.
All right, now. The Giants win. The excitement is palpable. And we think there's a better than decent chance the phone lines are working.
Oh, we're back.
1-800-919-3776. So line them up. I want to talk to the peoples.
We need to talk to the people. It's a big day for Giants fans.
I'm so excited.
I mean, you haven't.
You smashed the dirty Eagles is what you did.
Right, but I mean, not only did you smash the dirty Eagles, like as a member of, the dysfunctional teams club, like it's always worse when you're a standalone primetime game and you get embarrassed.
Yes.
So last night, Thursday night.
Because everybody has to endure, and then they laugh at you and they mock you.
Right. So, I mean, it's 10 years not having won a Thursday night game, playing against what I would imagine is a highly motivated Philadelphia team that just lost, and you went out and scored 34 points.
They didn't look it, did they?
No.
They got real problems there, by the way. No, I don't care, but that closed-door meeting really provided some kind of inspiration for them, huh?
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on in that locker room. I mean, second half of these games, they're getting outscored in all the second half of the games. I think they've been outgained in all of the games this season. They got some issues.
Yeah, Al Michaels even said, he's like, they've played good first halves and bad second halves. They've played, bad first halves and good second halves, but they haven't played a good game.
No, and yet they're still 4-2. So
you say that, and they are. And we don't need to spend a ton of time on the Eagles because nobody really cares that much right here. They want to talk about the Giants, which I get, but they shouldn't have beaten the Rams, right? Like they should not have won that game. I didn't think they were very good against the Cowboys. There was another game I thought they got fortunate to win. I don't know. It feels like that's not a great football team right now.
No, I don't think they would tell you that they're a great football team right now. I mean, if as a defending champ, you're already having closed door team meetings for hours. I mean, I think you probably got some stuff going on.
Yep.
But I hate to play that game because I mean, just you give teams like that the benefit of the doubt. How many times did we say during the course of last season in one-score games that the Chiefs were barely squeaking by, and they ended up in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, it's a fair point. It's a fair point. But, correct me if I'm wrong. Doesn't it look different right now or no?
Well, it feels different. I mean, not only does it look different, it feels different. Like, I mean, there's clearly something going on. Like, if you thought everything was fine, you're not having closed-door player meetings.
And I got to tell you, beating the Eagles and humiliating Nick Sirianni, I don't think there's a lot of things finer on this earth than those kind of things.
I think there are a lot of people that share that sentiment.
Yeah, I mean, that was glorious. By the way, the excitement for the phones working, I don't know that's actually accurate.
Yeah, I've been keeping track with the call
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're really working.
Yeah, this
so
is
RJ
great.
RJ was so excited. He goes, phones are working! And it appears that's not the case. So that's okay. Listen, I can sit here. I'm happy to have you here today as my co-pilot, but I could sit here and I could spend 4 hours with no phone calls today.
Hey, listen, you want me to tap out?
No, I do not. Don't do that.
I could tap right out.
Because we got to get into the Jets later.
Oh, great.
We got Rich Seamini. We'll need you for picks. No, I need you. I want you. I'm just saying, like, I could.
Can we get Renan? Is that possible?
Yeah, I think RJ's reached out to Jordan to try to get him on the show.
I want to see his face all up in the camera again today.
Choo-choo. Jordan and I, we texted back and forth last night.
What was he saying?
I sent him the bullseye, right? The dart.
Yeah.
And he said, boy, he's got something.
I'm the conductor.
I said, they got to limit the hits, though. I said, imagine he had weapons. He said, we'll see. Yeah, I didn't like this. We'll see. His ultimate success will be whether he can read defenses. He can't sustain running around this much, but he has a real chance. And then I said, and he throws a nice ball. And then that was met on deaf ears. He didn't respond to that.
Right, but I think the ability to run around with the football will also make him more likely to have success throwing the football.
Of course. It's going to buy time.
Right, by time, it makes your offensive line look better, but it also, like, the threat of him running, what that does for the defense now. Because he's a real problem running the football, man. I mean, it's like, that one play, like, where they actually called the right defense, they got, Bond spying him, and he's like, no. Like, see ya. You're not going to tackle me.
It wasn't competitive. And this is not some, we heard it all the time. Well, he's doing this against guys who are going to be driving Ubers and, picking up trash in a couple of weeks. Well, no, that's a Pro Bowl caliber linebacker, and he made him look foolish on that play. And I don't blame the linebacker. That's a tough spot. But you can see he's highly athletic.
Highly athletic. Yeah. I mean, I'll tell you what, man. It's just like the entire package. I get it. Because, again, go back to, when they're drafting him, the mindset going in was that Joe Shane and his people really like Shador. And then it was, once the coaches kind of dug into the tape and Brian Dable dug into the tape, he changed their mind. It was Jackson Dart's our guy. And I think it's pretty easy to see why.
Yeah, well, maybe his ability to seek out the right quarterback and hopefully groom him properly will save his NFL career.
Right, but I also think, though, man, I think that if you're smart in this process, and I think that Brian Dable's been around Josh Allen, he was with, down in Alabama, he's with Tua and he's with Jalen Hurts, is that I think you recognize, as important as the talent piece is, the leadership piece, the ability to create relationships with your teammates, it isn't as important, but it's pretty damn close. Like, how many quarterbacks have you seen that are good quarterbacks, but don't have that it? Like, I think Daniel Jones.
Lots of them.
Like, a lot of them that can't command a room, can't lead men.
Well, Daniel Jones didn't have that.
I think Daniel Jones was really well liked in the locker room, but he didn't have the juice.
No,
that
he didn't.
Jackson
He didn't
Dart
have
has.
the. And again, I don't know that you have to have the aura, but he didn't have that aura that Jackson Dart has.
No, but I go back to, so when Alan and I were doing the show, I tell you this story all the time. We would have a linebacker from Wyoming.
You said a receiver, I thought.
I think he was a linebacker.
Oh, okay.
At Wyoming, would call every week and tell us, if you don't draft Josh Allen, you guys are crazy. And he would go through the list of, the toughness, the leader, like all these different things. And you could tell the way the kid, this is a defensive player, the way the kid talked about Josh Allen was like, it spoke to what Josh Allen meant to his teammates and how much his teammates loved and respected him, which is, again, like, as a quarterback, you're trying to get all these guys to, it's like a goalie, right? Like, I mean, I'm a dependent position. Tim Hasselbeck told you that the other day. Like, quarterback's a highly dependent position.
Mm-hmm.
If you got all the guys that feel that special connection to you, that are going to do whatever it takes to make sure they help you, they help you be successful. I mean, that's a huge piece of this thing, and I think it's pretty clear that he has that.
It feels pretty clear, and he's making players better, and that's huge, right? Like he's Wan'Dale's
well, but I think it's
fine.
because players want to be great for him,
right? But I think also just in the way I think it's twofold. I think that players want to be great for him, and I think the way he plays allows players to be the best version of themselves.
I mean, right now with what he has, like the limited resources he has without Malik Neighbors and without your guy, he's making it work.
So we're gonna have Jordan at 7:45 this morning. I'm just told. So it's gonna now it's just gonna add to this.
Well,
Seamini 7:35.
Right, but we're minus phone calls though. So what we're adding is we've already lost.
Yeah, but I have juice and I have energy.
Yeah, but no one questions that. You had one bad day. That's it.
Yeah, but it was highly questioned.
Well, that's your best friend that did that. I didn't do that.
Right. So he questioned my energy, and I think maybe what he's done, and this would be genius if he's done this, maybe he cut the cord on the phones. Maybe
and he wants to really put you to the test.
And he said, you know what? He thinks he's got greatness. Let's let him do it without the crutch of the phones.
Well, I mean, if you approach this the right way, I think if you have the kind of show that you're on pace to have right now at this moment,
yep,
with the butt cheeks and the whole thing,
the butt cheeks,
I think you put to rest the whole John could do your job better than you today.
I think we're trending in that direction. By the way, and this is RJ's baby, and this is why RJ's so good. You go on the YouTube chat. I'm getting on there right now. You have questions? You can throw your questions right on the YouTube chat, and we can ask him right here on the air.
That's perfect.
That's gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
And then we don't have to go through the how are you? I'm good. I'm upset about the Yankees. We know. So
right, but we will at some point. There'll be the problem, the scary part of that chat is there is some shrapnel that gets thrown around. Like, hey, why is Rick wearing a woman's shirt the other day?
Well, why were you?
I wasn't. I was wearing my sailing shirt. It gets nasty in that chat.
Have you seen that chat?
No, it was so nasty during the couch cast. I was getting phone calls from my wife and children. Dad, you need more activity, Dad. You're getting killed in the chat. Put that laptop down. Put the computer down.
Although I will say this, and I love RJ. You know I love RJ, right?
I think we all know you love RJ.
Who has had who was more impressive for the Giants against the Eagles? Jackson Dart or Cam Scatterbo? That's now maybe it's not even RJ. Maybe it's that.
Yeah, I don't think that's RJ.
Okay, so then whoever.
Scatterbo was impressive.
Yes, but he wasn't Jackson Dart level impressive.
Did you hear what Raymond said about Scatterbo and Jackson Dart? What it reminded him of?
You know what? Ray is the biggest fraud going.
Why?
Because you guys have a separate group chat.
No, he said it. No, not to me. He said it to all of us.
I know. Both of you. But you guys have a separate group chat. And 1 week ago, Raymond is disparaging Jackson Dart, and now last night and this morning he says kind of reminds him of Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott. Which one is it?
I wasn't told. Last week I disparaged the throw from Jackson Dart. It was the particular throw. And B, I wasn't comparing them, talent-wise. I was just comparing the dynamic between them. It reminds me of Dak and Zeke in their rookie year. And you agreed with me.
Yeah,
I
but
just
he
don't know
doesn't
how
forget
last
Raymond.
week you crapped all over him, and now this week you're in love with the kid.
I didn't crap all over him.
The man
That's what it
doesn't
felt
forget. The man
He's like an elephant.
holds grudges.
It's like an elephant.
Well, I know what's said. And if you're going to go into this separate group chat to spare my feelings, then don't tell me.
I didn't tell you.
I did. I'll take the
Then
blame for that
I mean,
one.
why would you do that? How dumb is that? We're trying to
It's
spare
not
his feelings,
smart.
and then we'll tell him? So
Well,
now
but
you let me know that you've excluded me from your exclusive group chat and that you crapped all over my quarterback, who, by the way, beat the Eagles last night.
Right, but here's my conundrum, if you will, is that I also recognize that you don't have any feelings.
That's not true.
You don't have feelings. Stop.
I do.
No, you don't.
How about Bobus in the group chat? Dave is so handsome today.
It does surprise. It does. You're right, RJ.
He's not dressed particularly different. It's just
I
the glow.
have a glow.
Yeah, you have the glow.
I have a glow. I look Clooney-esque based off of what the Giants did last
He's
night.
Bruce Leroy. He's got the glow.
Yeah,
I
you
got
do look like
a rosy glow.
It's not even a glow. Like you have some life in your face. You know.
Phil Lewis, Giants showed how you stopped the tush push last night. Just beat the crap out of them.
Yeah, that play was taking a lot
Have
of
you
heat
had
last
enough,
night.
by the way, of the tush push?
Have I had enough of it?
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I can go either way with it. I just think listen, if it's a legal play and you run it as well as the Eagles run it, then you should run it. It's a huge advantage.
They should run it. It's in the spirit of the game.
Well,
You're
the
supposed to
problem-
run the tush push 4 consecutive plays.
Well, I mean, if it eventually works, then yeah. But I think
They're
the
not
problem
doing anything wrong. Nothing.
Well, no, they are though. That's
well,
what
they cheat at it and they never call it.
That's what pisses people off now. Is that you saw Dable losing his mind? They're false starting, but no one they're not calling it.
But how? So if they're not able to see it, then how is it even a legal play?
Because it hasn't. Because they got an impassioned speech by the owner and
Ridiculous.
Jason Kelsey got 2 owners to vote to keep it.
You know what? Put me in the room next year. Let Kelsey do his. Oh, you got to keep it. It's a legal play, and then let me go.
Well,
Because I'll knock this thing down.
Well, the argument against it would be we can't, if I got a bunch of officials that can't officiate the play properly and you're getting away with consistently jumping early, then, I mean, it shouldn't be a play that's legal.
What did Ray say last night? He's a mediocre quarterback with strong legs, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. He doesn't like Jalen Hurts.
I don't think he's great either. I'm
Oh, he
right
was-
there with him.
Right, but he was dicing you up early.
Well, the Giants' defense is not very good.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're pretty much guaranteed to get some kind of pass interference penalty if you throw the ball down the field.
He's very limited as a passer. Great runner, great on the tush push.
Great athlete, great on the tush push.
If you take the first read away and you can keep him contained in the pocket, he's not hurting you.
He's not.
Exhibit A is the interception. Because I keep
and
looking
you take away the running game, and all of a sudden they don't have that now this year. Saquon is not on pace for 1,000 yards this season.
I keep looking at the interception because the Giants ran a 0 blitz on it, and if he just takes a second and looks to the middle of the field, A.J. Brown's wide open. Wide open.
He
missed it.
And I think
Gary
that's probably
J.
where the frustration comes in from those guys.
I would understand why they would. Gary J. sends an email. Beating the Eagles in Sirianni on a Thursday night is like making love to the bully's wife right in front of them.
Yeah, I would say that's a pretty good.
We made love to your women last night is what we did.
Yeah, we
right.
came. It's the only difference is you weren't in Philly. Usually, when in road games, we would say that. We want to come into your city. We want to beat your team, drink your booze, and
take your women. Yeah, that's right. We made love to your women right in front of you last night, and there's nothing you could do about it.
Yeah, dressed up as football players, a little cosplay, if you will,
and then exposed our butt cheeks.
Yeah, because we had so much. There was so much energy inside us.
That might be one of the most uncomfortable things that's ever been said here, by the way.
What? Of all the things that have been said, of all the things that he said on the show, where you have to dump them, you think I got energy out of my butt cheeks is one of the worst? You want energy? I'll open my butt cheeks and give you energy today.
Yeah,
oh, my God.
That's not quite what you said.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit different. I wasn't just talking about butt cheeks. That was the actually opening up your butt cheeks to release the energy.
And I'll shoot energy right out of them.
There's a tush push joke there.
There really is. Yeah, you know what, by the way? Madam, waitress, over here, sweetheart. Yeah, let me get a double tush push right now.
They're going to add Dave to the...
You're going to make a list. You're going to make a list is what's going to happen.
That's what's going to happen.
I'm taking names. I'm gonna hit everybody on the way down here.
There's a chance he goes to Philadelphia later.
Right, and just starts shooting
He
energy
starts
out of
running.
his butt.
He starts running the steps like Rocky.
I might go back to Princeton in the very same sweatshirt and just walk like with my shoulders at up near the moon and just wait for them to say something. And they'll be like, oh, yeah, you go Birds, take it, and you know what with it.
Oh, look, there's a new Avenger character. He's got a Lawrence Taylor jersey. What's he doing? He's shooting energy from his butt.
That's right.
He hasn't been this happy in months. When's the last time you heard him like this?
2004.
Years.
I think 2004 when I got married. I'm not even kidding. This is one of the great days that we've ever walked the earth.
It seems a little bit.
You say what you want. Because I've been dormant for so long. It's like when they find plutonium. They're like, oh, my God, it's plutonium.
No, you're like a sports version of like Encino Man.
Yes.
Like you've just been, like they just thawed
They
you out.
slapped me
Now you're
across the
back.
face. Like the sun hit my ice block, and all of a sudden I pop out. It's like, oh, look at me. And here I
I'm a
go.
Quarterback. I can win Thursday night football games.
I'm
I can
alive.
beat a division opponent.
I'm alive. Oh, what a time to be alive. All right. Well, the phone lines don't work, and that's a treat. So I won't give out the number. But the YouTube chat, you get in touch there. The email, get in touch there. We got Seamini. We got Renan. We go around the league. We got a frenzy. It's all happening. It's DNR with you on a Victory Friday. Not only that, but now I get to watch football this weekend calm and relaxed and just enjoy because the Giants win on a Thursday. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Getting the right mattress helps you sleep at night. Getting the right price helps you sleep even better. At PC Richard & Son, they don't just sell you a mattress. Their experts use a 4-step fitting process to make sure your new bed fits you perfectly. The right fit, the right price, plus free delivery. It's what they do, only at PC Richard & Son. Free delivery on mattresses $199 and up. Excludes Manhattan. See stores for details.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
Diana Florence knows how to keep our communities safe. In 25 years as Manhattan Assistant DA, Diana successfully prosecuted street crime, corruption, and fraud, using smart solutions to increase safety in our neighborhoods. Now, a radical agenda has put us all at risk. On November 4th, vote for the independent Democrat that will protect us, not criminals. Elect Diana Florence, Manhattan District Attorney. Paid for by the Coalition to Restore New York, not expressly authorized or requested by any candidate or by any candidate's political committee or any of its agents.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
A Progressive Home and Auto Bundle can protect you round the clock, but we can't protect you from those painful moments in sports.
Holding. Defense. The ref totally blew that call.
Oh, I'm sure he'll make the right call next time.
It's too late. It cost us the game.
Well, it's just one game.
That loss eliminated us from the playoffs.
Oh, the playoffs are on so late. Now you'll be well rested.
Okay, I need you to stop talking now.
Well, at least your home and auto are protected with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
caffeine doesn't have to be bitter or boring anymore. 5-Hour Energy shots are bringing the flavor and energy. One of my personal favorites, strawberry banana. It's giving smoothie vibes in a compact caffeinated shot. Whether you like your energy sour, fruity, or tropical, with 17 flavors, there's something for everyone. And yeah, it's got as much caffeine as a 12-ounce cup of coffee, but with zero sugar and no crash. Big flavor, tiny bottle, tasty caffeine done right. You can grab yours in-store or hit up 5hourenergy.com or order on Amazon today.
Good morning.
Oh, yeah. DNR with you, ESPN New York. Nick A. emails in, Dave, your energy is palpable today. Give me some of that butt cheek energy, baby. Enjoy your weekend. Oh, I'm going to enjoy the weekend.
I see a T-shirt coming. I'll tell you right now.
What do you say?
I see a special
You
drop.
making one?
Yeah,
He's got his shop now.
Yeah, I see a special drop.
You want energy? I'll open my butt cheeks and give you energy today.
Just
oh,
butt
my
cheeks.
God.
Butt cheeks open, just rays of energy just coming like lightning bolts coming out. Energy bolts.
And energy, butt bolts.
Butt bolts.
Big cheek energy.
Yep. I like that. Big cheek energy.
You can laugh all you want. I don't care.
I don't think anyone's laughing. I think everyone loves it.
So excited.
Should be excited.
Yeah, you're right. I should be.
Hey, did you see this other stat? I was just
11 of 16 on third down, right?
11 of 16.
Yeah.
Oh, really nice. 3 for 3 in the red zone. So the Giants scored 8 or more first quarter points for the first time since Week 9 in 2020.
Give that to me again.
So they scored 8 or more points in the first quarter for the first time since Week 9 of 2020. It's like an 80-game drought of not scoring 8 or more points in the first quarter.
So it's been 5 years since they've put up 8+ in the first quarter.
In the first quarter. Yep.
That's. I mean, those stats they're embarrassing.
They are embarrassing. Absolutely correct. I mean,
and
all
that's
the stats.
why, it's not like you beat a team that's your equal or you're close to. I mean, you beat a team last night that has owned you. And the stats, the Giants haven't won a Thursday night game since 2015. Like, all these stats make it like, when the Yankees win, for Yankee fans, it's special. But when you've been awful and you win, I think it's more special. Like, when the Jets win, it's going to mean more than when the Chiefs win, just because it's been so long. It's been so long since the Giants have been a competent, relevant football team.
Well, I mean, it hasn't been that long. I mean,
come on. They had
you won a
one
playoff game.
1 year.
Yeah, but don't. I mean, it's disrespectful to my pain to put me in the same category.
I'm not putting you in the same category.
I mean,
what you've had to endure is far worse than what I've had to endure.
All right. Well, I appreciate you saying that.
But 2023 they won 6 games. 2024 they won 3 games. This year you don't expect to win a lot of games. So I know they won a playoff game, but since they won a Super Bowl, this has not been a very functional, good football organization.
No, it hasn't. But I think what makes this special, or should make it special, is that you feel like you have the quarterback.
That's right.
Because even going back to when you did win the playoff game, like the second you won that game, the next week you got humbled by Philly.
You got destroyed.
Right. So, and I mean, I don't know how many people even at that point still thought, like, there was probably still, some reservations as to whether or not they thought Daniel Jones was going to be the guy or could get himself to that level. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they could establish himself as a top whatever quarterback. But with this kid now, 3 starts in, again, and it's not just a couple, like, say, I don't know the teams.
Take a breath. You're fine.
Well, no, because like say it was in New Orleans who hadn't won a game. Like Spencer Rattler hadn't won a game yet, and you beat him. And then you sprinkle in another team that's not very good, like Tennessee or whoever it is. You beat them.
Right.
Those are 2 much different wins than beating an undefeated Chargers team and then on a Thursday night beating the Eagles.
The Super Bowl champion Eagles, yes.
Right. I mean, there's levels.
Yeah, there's levels to this, right?
Yes.
And the Giants, I mean, if you said the best teams in football, Chargers and Eagles, if they're not on tier 1, they're tier 2. Like, those are very good football teams.
Well, I mean, the game you beat the Chargers, I mean, at that point, they were the class of the AFC at that point.
Correct.
Till you guys beat them.
Correct. You know what the real shame of it is? In retrospect, you wish to God that Jackson Dart had played against the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Because what could he? Because remember how bad Russell Wilson was in that game?
Yeah, I do. But, I mean, you also remember how good he was against the Cowboys.
He was great. Well, that because there was conversation after week 1, are you going to make the change? And then week 2, he was awesome. so at least quieted that down for a minute. Watching him come in relief and watching him against the Chiefs, how is he that good against the Cowboys? I know the Cowboys defense stinks, but still.
Well, I mean, he was that good because, I mean, he took advantage of the thing he does really well, which is you said wide receivers running back, running by Dallas's corners, and he was just launching the ball down the field. He's not nearly the same athlete as he is, and he can't use the middle of the field. So, no. I mean, the real crazy part is that you thought going into the season that bringing everyone back and adding Russell Wilson would make the offense look great.
Right. And that makes Joe Schoen look comical, but what helps, and again, this is always the case, what changes the entire narrative is when you have the quarterback. So you got the guy, he looks good, he's got energy, he throws the ball well, he's dynamic. All of the other ailments that you have are masked quite a bit because of how good Jackson Dart has looked.
Right, which I don't know in the long term is to your benefit.
Oh, it may not be.
You understand what I'm saying?
I
right?
totally understand. It may not be.
Like, you give a guy that doesn't deserve to keep his job more time. Like, so you'll give Joe Schoen another draft and another year of free agency. I think you just get deeper into this hole. Like, if you think Joe Schoen stinks, and for the last how many weeks we've been talking about how Joe Schoen has stunk, and you got this draft has no players left, and this, like, we were just Wednesday we were talking about the Adebo and the Holland signing,
right?
So now because Jackson Dart's playing well, you're going to bring those guys back.
But that's
and
what it
now
does.
Yourself...
It masks everything. But here's the thing: I can root for the Giants to lose games in Week 15, 16. I don't have it in me to watch the game last night and be like, all right, lose this game because I want Joe Schoen and Brian Dable gone. Like, I can't do that.
Right, no, I'm not saying that, and you shouldn't do that. I'm just like, it's kind of, it puts you in a weird spot, I think. Because now all of a sudden you'll let Jackson Dart's success change your opinion of what you think of Joe Schoen and Brian Dable when, like, there were a lot of people that already made up their mind that Joe Schoen and Brian Dable stink.
You're right. You're 100% right. But again, I think it's easier to get where you want to get to if he's good, and it allows for Brian Dable to make mistakes. It allows for Joe Schoen to miss on picks.
Right, I understand that, but I also how much is C.J. Stroud just being great in his first year? Right, I mean, so now all of a sudden, DeMeco Ryans is a great coach. Now, DeMeco Ryans' defense is really good, and he's a defensive guy, so that I think will kind of hammer home that DeMeco Ryans is a good coach. But then what you look at what the GM's done to their offensive line, like has C.J. Stroud allowed a GM who's not very good at his job to keep his job, and then eventually, as good as the quarterback is, you'll realize that the GM did stink. We've just masked it for the last couple of years.
It's possible, but you know what? Today, I don't really care.
No, I don't. You shouldn't care. I mean, all you should care about today is that you beat the Eagles. You won on Thursday night. You finally won a division game.
Yep, the entire country gets to be exposed to Jackson Dart. Yeah, there's so much good. There really is. All right, speaking of good, how about this now? Seamini, Renan, around the league. That's on the way next. Seamini, Renan, around the league. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
NFL Sunday's coming. You got your crew, you got your couch, your snacks, your slate, and FanDuel is coming in with something extra. This isn't just another NFL Sunday. It's your chance to place that perfect parlay or hit your go-to player prop. And now we're making it even better because this week FanDuel's bringing the bonus. That's right. Right now, all customers can get a 50% profit boost on any NFL bet. However you play your game, FanDuel's got your back with something extra in your account because that's what Sundays should feel like. Visit FanDuel.com/Peter to download the app and get in on the action before kickoff. This week, FanDuel's bringing the bonus. Right now, all customers can get a 50% profit boost on any NFL bet. However you play your game, FanDuel's got your back with something extra in your account because that's what Sundays should feel like. 21 and over and physically present New York. Option required. Bonus issues, non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with the gambling problem, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Friends, it's football season, the best time of the year. You should be out there tailgating, cheering on your team, and enjoying every Sunday. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. You don't have to live like that. There's help. Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain is New Jersey's top pain specialist. He's Ivy League trained, double board certified, and is dedicated to helping you get back in the game. Here's what makes the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical image-guided procedures that deliver real results. Dr. Shaw treats neck pain, back pain, joint pain, migraines, nerve pain, and sciatica with a plan that's customized for you. Same-day and next-day appointments are available, and with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, relief is always close. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Visit SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Most major insurances are accepted. That's SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
This college football season, show your school spirit every time you pay. Introducing college-branded Venmo debit cards. Rep your team on and off the field with custom designs that let everyone know who you're rooting for. Whether you're tailgating, grabbing stacks for the watch party, or celebrating a win, you can unlock 15% cash back at ESPN, 1 free year of Perplexity Pro, and more. This college football season, score more with the Venmo debit card. Get yours now in the Venmo app. Learn more at venmo.com/collegecard.
Max cashback varies. Terms apply. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank N.A.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
From the regular season to the Super Bowl, ESPN New York is your destination for football. We've got crazy fans.
If the Giants somehow beat the Cowboys, I'm going to take a dump on your head.
You can feel good because you're a damn football team. Expert analysis.
Marcus Spears joins us now, ESPN NFL analyst Damian Woody.
Mel Kiper Jr.
The Hall of Famer Steve Young.
He's kind of our resident general manager, Louis Riddick.
We got Mike Tannenbaum right now.
And all your fantasy and wagering needs. This is ESPN New York. We are football.
You're beautiful. Oh, it's true. To the crowded place, and I don't know what to do. You're beautiful. Oh, you're so beautiful.
Why are all the promos like about you and your? I mean, that last promo was if the Giants beat the Cowboys, I'll take a dump on your head.
That's right.
Today it was rays of energy out of your butt cheeks.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're saying there's some sort of
I have an issue with my bottom.
I'm seeing some disturbing trends here.
Mm-hmm.
I think
fixation.
Maybe I have it's like an oral fixation. Maybe I have an anal fixation.
Oh my.
Ray, I'll probably need you to clip that for next week's Open. Thanks.
Yeah.
See, it's a privilege that you're allowed to do the Open with drops like this.
There are some things that when you say them, you probably wish you had them back. That's going to be one of those.
Not
things.
really. Not even a little bit. You know who could use a shower today, right now? The Eagles. The dirty, stinky Philadelphia Eagles. So this goes out to you. I want to tell you guys about my friends at Bath Fitter. Okay? Now, they converted Alex's bath to a shower. Unbelievable job. Like, Jalen Hurts could pop into this, clean off, and be in a whole new him. They offer all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit. One day, that's it. They show up. There's no mess. It's easy, no demo, and they're done. It's lower cost than one of those standard full bathroom redesigns. No money down, no payments until April of 27. Giants will be a playoff team when you have to start paying this thing off.
Wow.
So start designing your bath today like we did at bathfitter.com because there's only one bath fitter. I feel like he's heard too much already. And I love this man. And that's our friend, Rich Seamini on the Jets. Good morning, Rich. How are you?
Good morning, gentlemen. Congratulations, Dave. I could hear the jubilation in your voice.
You have no idea how excited I am this morning.
You should be. It was a hell of a performance.
What? Being serious now, not even like joking around. You've covered this game for a long time. What do you think so far? I know it's only 3 games. What's your take on Jackson Dart early on in his career?
I mean, just the energy, the ability to go off platform. Now, he's probably missing some reads. He's not perfect. At times it looks like he's playing a little schoolyard, but man, he just you could just see he's lifting the entire team. I mean, that's what a quarterback does for you. He provides hope and the players capitalize on it, and you see what they're doing right now. I mean, that was probably. When's the last time you felt this good about a giant win?
Probably the Vikings game in 2022.
All the way back to the playoffs. So yeah, it was really impressive.
Rich, when am I going to feel like this as a Jets fan?
Let's segue. Yeah, that's a good question, Rick. The Jets don't have that right now. Whatever the Giants had last night, the Jets are looking for, and they just, they're the team that just can't get out of their own way. And certainly the Giants have played like that a lot this year too. But they're just looking for that spark. Their defense has been horrible. I mean, Justin Fields. I mean, I think he's probably getting too much criticism, but on the other hand, he hasn't provided that spark they're looking for. So it's just a team that is leaking oil in so many different areas right now.
But why is it so bad? I understand they're not a great team. I don't think anybody had these expectations they were going to win a ton of games. But why is it so bad? Like, why has the defense regressed? Why offensively, are they committing so many penalties? Like, I guess I'm beating around the bush here. Why is it so bad? Why is it so bad right now?
Yeah, I think it's so bad because you've seen regression. You haven't seen any improvement. Now, they did lose to 3 first-place teams, with Tampa, Buffalo, and Pittsburgh. So it's like, all right. But the last 2 weeks, Dallas and Miami, it's like Miami's a bad team. Dallas is mediocre. And the Jets were just out of those games in the first half. I mean, it's just hard to fathom. I mean, defensively is the biggest shock. Even Quinn Williams said it yesterday in London. He goes, "We're the reason we're 0-5," and he's right on the money about that. The personnel is not what it was a couple of years ago, but I still expected this to be like a top 10, top 12 defense. I don't think Steve Wilkes is doing a very good job. I don't think they have an identity on defense. There's just a lot of missed assignments. You see guys running free in the secondary. To me, that goes to coaching. Something's not getting through there. Their safeties aren't playing well. They're getting no pass rush, by the way. They had 4 sacks against Pittsburgh in the opener, which was encouraging. Since then, only 3 sacks. Jermaine Johnson's going to come back this Sunday, so that'll help a little bit. Quinn Williams gets double-teamed a lot. They're facing a lot of max protection, and they don't adjust to what they're facing. Like on that 43-yard touchdown to Pickens last week, the Cowboys sent out 2 guys. That was a 2-man route. The Jets dropped 7 into coverage, and yet they still gave up a 43-yard touchdown with a blown coverage, by the way. So it's just a lot of mental mistakes. And I forgot about the missed tackles, right? They had 14 missed tackles last week. That's just unacceptable. And so it's a calamity of errors right now on defense.
Yeah, what's amazing, Rich, too, is, and you mentioned it, just like all the different things that we talked about before the season and things that would get better. I mean, you mentioned the missed tackles, you have the pre-snap penalties and everything else. Here's my question about the defense, because RJ had Steve Wilkes as a Niners fan, and he said that the problem with Steve Wilkes was, the way that Robert Saleh set up his defense didn't necessarily fit what Steve Wilkes wanted to do, and I feel like we're living that same movie right now. Is this that we just have players that aren't very good, like safeties aren't very good, or is it the players that we have just don't fit what Steve Wilkes wants to do, and for whatever reason we're not making adjustments?
Well, yeah, I agree with all those things. I mean, the safeties are not playing well. Adams and Cisco are not playing well at all. They haven't had Johnson and Quincy Williams, 2 of their better players have been out. So I get that, but there's still enough there to be good. Jamie Sherwood hasn't played up to what they expected. Even Aaron Glenn saying yesterday, or rather on Wednesday, sometimes when a guy gets a big contract, sometimes when he's named captain, he starts pressing a little bit, trying to do too much. I think that's the case with Jamie Sherwood. And so, the personnel is not great. At one point yesterday, last week against Dallas, I tweeted out like the guys who were on the field on defense, and I think 5 or 6 guys were either mid-round rookie draft picks or just like bottom of the barrel free agents they picked up. So the depth, especially on the defensive line, is not very good. And that goes to Darren Moody. I mean, in the offseason, there were opportunities to get another edge player. And it's hard to think. A few years ago, the Jets had an embarrassment of riches on the defensive line, right? With Saleh, they were going 8 deep, bringing Bryce Huff off the bench and guys like that. John Franklin Myers, who they will see on Sunday. Really good depth. And this year, their defensive line is just thin and ineffective.
So, Rich, Sunday morning, country to see, 9:30, playing over in Europe. You made the Jets made the Cowboys pass rush, which is awful, look competent. The Broncos front four is really good. Like, how are they competent offensively, being that they haven't looked competent offensively for the last few weeks, and now you step up in class of what you go up against?
Yeah, I mean, the Broncos had 21 sacks. Nick Bonito is tearing up the league. He's got 7 sacks by himself. They're a really good pass rushing team. They're very well coached. They bring a lot of pressure, a lot of 5-man rushes. They play the most man coverage in the league. And so if you're the Jets, I mean, Olu Fashanu has not played up to expectations. I think he might be at the bottom of the league in left tackles in terms of pressures allowed. The rookie Membu, who I thought played really well for the first 4 games, he had a hiccup last week. He had 4 penalties. And so, yeah, this is going to be a really big test for the Jets' pass protection. I think last week they really struggled on stunts. You know, the interior of the offensive line had troubles, but the Cowboys were stunting and looping, and the Jets just didn't pick it up. And Fields has got to get rid of the ball quicker. You know, he's, I think, next to last in the league in, release time, so he's got to get rid of the ball quicker. He insists that time is skewed because he holds the ball because he's scrambling a lot, and that is true, but I looked it up myself, even when he's in the pocket, he's holding the ball too long. So it's going to be a long, long day Sunday morning if they cannot protect the passer.
Rich Seamini joins us here on the show. Rich, we had Jake Assman on the other day, and he was just talking. He's already defeated, man. I mean, he's like 5 weeks in. It's like he's dead inside. Offensively, I mean, are there things that you see that you would change? Are there, is it getting Brees more involved with the passing game? But when you look at the amount of points this team scores early in games, it's alarming. I mean, through the first 5 games, I think they've scored 34 points in the first half. It's just not. I mean, I know garbage time is when they start to come alive, but I mean game's already over at that point.
Yeah, in fact, they haven't scored a touchdown in the first 3 quarters since week 1 against Pittsburgh, which is hard to believe. They have some drives which either end in field goals or fumbles. So yeah, I think I'd like to see Fields get the more design runs. I mean, the guy's a weapon when he's got the ball in his hand. I don't think they called any last week, or maybe one. I'd like to see him get the ball on a design run. I'd like to see Garrett Wilson get involved a little earlier. It seems like most of his yardage is coming in the second half. How about a wide receiver screen? The Jets don't throw any screens. And the Cowboys did it brilliantly, which just made the Jets look so bad. The Jets are sending 5 or 6 guys at the quarterback, and the Cowboys just throw out a little tight end screen that goes for 26 yards and a touchdown. So, why can't the Jets do that? Is a question I would ask. And so, yeah, there are things they can do offensively just to get started faster.
All right.
And maybe even try a little tempo. When's the last time you saw the Jets do no huddle in the first half? Just to, go a little tempo to try to shake it up a little bit.
Just to change the
well, I think they mentioned, too, Dave, I think they mentioned, too, during the telecast, Rich, you can tell me if I'm wrong, that the Jets are, last in the league in screen pass attempts and on play action.
Yeah, I mean, that's, I haven't asked that question to Tanner Engstrand yet, but it's a good one to ask. Why don't you guys throw more screens? The Jets haven't really thrown many screens, even through the Saleh years. For whatever reason, they just are not a big screen team, and it's a great way. It would be perfect to do against Denver. A pass rushing team that is going to send 5 guys, and their backs are turned to the quarterback because they're playing a lot of man coverage. I mean, that's a perfect time to throw a screen to a Brees Hall. We'll see if they do it. All right, so over in England, Sunday morning, 9:30, Denver Broncos, tough team, good football team. Giants get them next week. What do you think? You give the Jets much of a chance in this one? I just looked this up before I came on. So in the last 35 years, no team has ever lost to a winless team after beating a 4-0 team the previous week.
Great.
So it's happened 7 times. I don't think the Broncos will be the team to do it, to lose. I could see this one getting ugly early. I really think the Broncos are a really good team. Surtain on Garrett Wilson is a match, so that's, maybe you lose your wide receiver there because Surtain is such a good corner. The Jets they just have too many problems. I picked them the last 2 weeks, so I feel like now it's like, show me some. I need some evidence before I pick them again. And there was no evidence last week to suggest. Now, they talked about getting away to London, how they created a training camp-like atmosphere, team bonding, helping chemistry. They're out in the nice Victorian manor out in the suburbs in London. I'm not buying any of that. I mean, I need to, just because you're singing Kumbaya, off in the off in the hinterlands doesn't mean you're going to come in and be able to block Nick Benito. So I really think that, the Bron. Now, I don't think Sean Payton's going to run it up on Aaron Glenn. Those guys are close. So I do think they'll win by probably 17, at least 17.
Oh, God. So you don't think they're going to run a turnover by 17?
Will we get a takeaway, Rich? Can we finally end that streak?
I forgot. Yeah, I think. Well, we know what the streak is. No, they're the first team in NFL history with no takeaways in the first 5 games. I think the record for any point in the season is 6, so they could tie that record. They've only been playing football for 100 years or so, so what the heck. But maybe they'll get a takeaway, and they could build some positives around that. But no, I think something like 31-13 or something along those lines in this game.
Well, Rich, it's very uplifting from you. The fact that you think they'll keep it within 17
I just tempered
and not
all
get blown out.
I tempered all the feel-good stuff from the Giants, right?
I can't wait to wake up early on Sunday to watch.
I got to tell you, Rich. So let me ask you this right now: if you could do one of those like Jamie Lee Curtis movies and switch roles with Jordan Renan, and he covers the Jets, and you move into the Giants, you doing it?
No, because the Jets are an interesting story now. I mean, that's just because they're not winning doesn't mean they're not an interesting story. I mean, they're the only winless team.
They're
in the
always
league,
interesting, Rich.
Well, sometimes it's just bad and boring. This year, they're not boring. They're just, calamity. Like I said, calamity of errors. The coach is, very emotional guy, quotable guy. And look, I'll be writing about the draft and the number 1 pick in probably a week or two about all the quarterbacks coming out. So. To me, that's interesting. So I'm not going to switch with Jordan just yet. So we'll see how it goes.
All right. Well, we appreciate you. Thanks so much for your time as always, and hopefully the Jets are able to keep it within that 17-point range to prove you right. Thanks, Rich.
All right.
I'm done.
Talk to you next week, guys.
Bye. Poor Rich.
Poor
He's
Rich.
Like, he has too much respect to really blow him out. So I see something like 17-point deficit.
I see 30 to 7, 30 to.
I thought it was gonna be like Jets lose 24, 21. No. I think they keep it relatively close. Only lose by 17. All right, let's go from just the negativity of one Rich Seamini to Captain Positive, my dear buddy. We were texting late night last night. The great, the gorgeous. Can I say the sexy, sensual Jordan Renan? Good morning, Jordan.
What's up, guys? Yeah, Dave, you were up late.
I barely slept.
So did I.
Hey, Jordan, did you hear what Dave...
Got home at 4 a.m., by the way. I went to sleep at 4.
Stop. You look like you had 10 hours of sleep. You look great. Did you hear what Dave said earlier in the show about his energy levels?
You want energy? I'll open my butt cheeks and give you energy today. Oh, my God.
What would make you say that?
I'm excited.
And under any circumstance.
I'm excited. What do you mean, what would make me say that?
He's got an issue.
What would make me say?
Did you just ask what would make him say that?
The Giants went out and punked the Eagles.
Come on. That's what.
Come on. Are you out of your mind?
You came up with, open my butt cheeks, though? I mean, come on. You think that's normal?
You want energy? I'll open my butt cheeks and give you energy today. Oh, my God. Wait, hang on.
Is that something you ever heard another human being say? Like, seriously. No?
Yeah,
am I wrong?
You say, is that normal? Jordan, is anything about me normal?
No, I'm just wondering, where that would even come from.
Dark. Jackson, dark. Jackson, dark. Jackson, dark.
It almost sounds like you're saying ejection there, you know that?
No, I'm so excited.
He almost had one of those last night, too.
All right, so listen, all jokes aside, all kidding aside, Jordan, that quarterback was sensational last night.
Yeah, that was some performance. And you know what? Maybe we should have seen a little bit of the clues. They've been pretty good in his first 2 starts, except those turnovers kind of clouded everything last week. Maybe we should have kind of seen a little bit of this coming. Maybe. But I mean, that was great.
But they had no Malik Neighbors, and you had no. I know he hates him. No Darius Slayton. They got little Jordan Humphrey running around. Like you see that?
Yeah, but they were playing Keely Ringo, who's one of the worst players I've seen.
Stop,
and Adoree Jackson.
Please, stop it. Oh. Stop it. I don't care. I don't care that what's his face got hurt. I don't care that the defensive tackles hurt. I don't care.
I agree.
You know what? I got my
he
injuries
was unbelievable.
Too. Don't give me this crap.
You know what was most impressive? I mean, they knew that he could move, and they just couldn't get him. I mean, it's almost like he's even more athletic than we realized. Like his elusiveness in the pocket and ability to just avoid rushers, especially, I mean, look at those first 2 drives. They had he must have had 4 or 5 times where he could have been sacked, and the Eagles didn't even get close to getting him down. And so, his ability to make plays, his touch passes on some of these plays was very impressive. That was a great game from Jackson Dart. And just, he even said it, it's a statement for them. And I know we could sit here and the naysayers could say they're 2-4, but this is a team that they haven't even at any point of these last, except for 2022, any point really of these last 10 years haven't been able to do this against these teams in the division, the better teams in the division. And even though maybe this Eagles team is kind of sickly, they still haven't been able to do it when these teams had problems. Like Dallas has been down a couple of years. Cooper Rush would beat them. So to be able to do this at home in front of the entire nation in a primetime game, it does show that there's a different attitude and there seems to be different energy because Jackson Dart and Cam Scadaboo, they don't know anything about these struggles, right? Overall. They started slow this year, but they're not looking at it as the Giants' long-term struggles. They look at it as, hey, we're here and we're trying to start something new, and I think you saw that, and it's a completely different energy.
Yeah, I mean, that Wandale touchdown where he's under pressure and kind of pops in, pops out, and then gets to his right and makes that throw. Jordan, I was saying this to Dave, just like you see the energy, you see the swag. I had Raymond before the show talking about how it reminded him of Dak and Zeke where they were young, right? They have this connection, they have this bond. Mm-hmm. How much of when they were going through the process did they value the leadership, the energy, like that part of Jackson Dart, which I think is for a quarterback super important?
Oh, I think that was massive. And I think I've told this story to you guys before. Like Joe Judge was his coach down there, and I called him, probably it was like January. And I was like, yeah, tell me about Jackson Dart. And what he said is when people start going through the process, they're going to fall in love with him, the person, the way he operates, the way he prepares, his attitude, his toughness, which we're obviously seeing, right? We didn't really know he was this tough, that he had this kind of athleticism, that he had this, the word the Giants like to use inside their building is aura, right? Even the players, the team, they aura, they call it. He has this aura, and then when you see him play, you kind of understand it, right? And so, like Brian Dable, he specifically fell in love with him throughout this process. I don't know if you guys caught it, if they can get you the audio later, but Brian Dable said, we love this guy, my quarterback, and he quickly self-corrected himself, our quarterback. But it's pretty telling when he says things like that.
Little Jordan Renan on with us on ESPN New York.
That's my cousin right there.
Yeah, I mean that's big stuff. I look at you guys, one and the same. So, what is so impressive to me about Jackson Dart is he makes other guys look better, and little Jordan Humphrey is hardly a great receiver, but looked very competent. Theo Johnson looked very competent. The offensive line, Jordan, is much better when he's active and moving around and buying time. He kind of puts a Band-Aid on all these things, and we're only 3 weeks in. I mean, what do you look at as the upside for this good? How good can it get, do you think?
Oh, I think he can get very good. The one thing we're going to have to see is him to be a better, pocket passer and reading defenses and being able to get rid of the ball in that regard and not always have to use his legs and not take some of these big hits. Because now we're looking at Dave. He's played, his last 4 games he's played, he's had to get 3 concussion tests. Like that, you got to curb it a little bit, right?
We talked about this. It's a massive problem. He can't continue to go take the hits that he takes.
No, I mean some of them are just you don't need to take them, right? They're just unnecessary. Like there was one on the sideline. Like You don't need to take some of those hits. And I know he says, well, 3rd and 4th down. Not all of them are 3rd and 4th down. He just wants it. But I know that's how he plays. But, yeah, look, that athleticism obviously is there. He's going to be able to make plays with his legs. He throws the ball very well. It's just a matter of getting to the point where he knows what he's seeing. And Tom Coughlin said this the other day. Rookie quarterbacks, you're going to have good and you're bad. And I think we're going to still see that with him this year. But there's clearly more good than bad. And I think the baseline is probably – I was thinking about this last night. His baseline or his – I should say his – the lowest he can go, he's already
floor.
Better than what Justin Fields can be probably, right?
Oh. Why?
I mean, you think that's fair?
He
That's not fair to me.
Justin Fields.
That's not fair to me.
No, I'm saying the worst you can get, he's already at the point where his floor is already higher than where Justin Fields is probably right now.
He throws the ball better, way better than Justin Fields.
But that's why I said his floor is already above Justin Fields because he has that athleticism, but plus he already throws the ball at least more accurately. We still have to see if he can learn how to, read defenses and make throws and do that part of it. But his accuracy is significantly better than Justin Fields. So that's the floor, and you can, at the very minimum, at least win a lot of games like that. And then, obviously, the ceiling is, who knows. 3 quarterbacks in the history, or at least Super Bowl era, history of the Super Bowl era, 50-plus rushing yards in their first 3 starts. Lamar, Jalen Hurts, and now Jackson Dart.
It really is amazing. By the way, let me just interject quickly, Rick. You're listening to DiPietro and Rothenberg on WHSQ, WCBS FM HD2 in New York. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, and Jordan, he did have a couple of those throws. I mean, that one he made to Jalen Hyatt in the end zone that ends up in a pass interference, that was perfectly placed. I mean, the one Theo Johnson down the seam should have caught was a perfect throw. We've seen Russell Wilson the last couple games. Are we at the point now where we kind of maybe pivot to Jameis Winston being the backup?
Well, that's an interesting one because you're dealing with, all right, what happens then? You're creating drama. If you do that, is it really
why don't they just cut Russell
Is it really worth it?
He's not very good, though, Jordan.
No, I understand. They made the decision to sign him. They should have known that beforehand. We all knew this wasn't going to work out ultimately, right? We all knew he was not ultimately going to succeed, and Jackson Dart would end up being the starter. And Brian Daboll had to apologize for yelling at the team doctor, for God's sakes. That's how badly he didn't want him on the field. He wanted to call he wanted to call a timeout if he could, if he knew that Jackson Dart was eventually going to get cleared, just so he didn't have to keep Russell Wilson another play.
Well, it was a good throw he had there, though.
I went back and I was like, wait, it had to be tipped or something, right? Something? No? Wait, what?
Made an
what was
awful
that?
Throw. Cam Scatterbo. He runs like a maniac. I'm not saying he is Derrick Henry or Earl Campbell because he's like half the size of those guys, but I mean he runs like he's John Riggins, Jordan. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I think what you have to be impressed by is just look. He's a smaller guy, but he has no fear whatsoever. And RJ read that story. He's like, I that I wrote about Cam Scatterbo yesterday, and I think it ended up working out perfectly because, you read that and you're like, wait, do guys just think he's crazy, or or do they not even like him because he's that crazy? But that's not the way it is. I think that's just the attitude that he has, right? He's just all out. I think what did Gunnar Olszewski call him? He's like. He called him an idiot, but like an idiot in a good way.
Yeah, like the Red Sox teams, like Johnny Damon,
endearing idiot.
Yeah, basically, and I think that's pretty accurate. Like he just has that personality. He yells it all the time. He's yelling and screaming. And that's just his natural energy that he brings on the football field and in the locker room, and even in meetings every day. And you know what? For a team that's basically lacked everything, let's say, like the last 6 years, like that's a refreshing change. And so you see it on the field. I mean, he's running through the other team's middle linebacker. I mean, I wasn't sure it was going to be able to play, in the NFL because when you look at his size, he's on the smaller side, but it plays. He's 100%.
So, Jordan, now people are excited, and you should be excited, right? I mean, you're talking about two of these wins against an undefeated Chargers team at the time, which was the class of the AFC, and now highly motivated Thursday night coming off a Los Eagles team. I mean, he didn't just beat them, right? That's a convincing win last night. My only concern now as we move forward is the hits and everything. Like, defensive side of the ball. Is the secondary for this team fixable?
Oof. It's a good question. There are problems. I mean, the biggest play of that game, they kind of got fortunate, too, if you think about it.
Terrible
was
throw.
Jalen Hurts missing that pass at the beginning of the second half.
Yep.
Right? I mean, that was an easy touchdown for Devontae Smith. It was Devontae Smith, I think,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
I mean, just wide open. Now, they made some plays later on. You hope that maybe, confidence rises. We're done with the Deontay Banks experiment. I think that was clear. But, yeah, they're still going to have their struggles on the back end there. They've had trouble covering. They don't have a true number one cornerback. We said that coming into the season that could be a thing, right? Paulson Adebo has proven to be a serviceable, quality player in this league, but he's not necessarily a number one cornerback, and then they're not great at the other spot, and their safeties, Tyler Nubin hasn't been great. So I don't know it's completely salvageable. I think it should get better. And you saw what was the thing with the interception there? What did they do on that play?
They blitzed.
He blitzed.
Yep.
7 guys went on that play. Cover 0. Like, that forces teams to make mistakes. I think we're going to have to see more of that. It might lead to some big plays. But, yeah, they're going to have to win some shootouts here, it seems like.
All right, so we always close the interview by asking you what you think about the Giants this week. What do you think they have a good chance to beat the Eagles this week?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to win. We should have known that.
Yeah, that's a good job by you.
Actually, so, Rick, I'll make you feel a little better.
Oh, great.
No, it's for real. So, if you had asked me exact score, I probably thought the Eagles would beat the Giants by 17 points. So, Rich said Jets are going to lose by 17. They got a chance to win.
There you go.
Yeah, I feel great about that.
Money on the Jets now.
You also told me that Justin Fields kind of stinks already too, which was nice.
I said he's equivalent to Jackson Dart's floor.
Yeah, that's not great.
You really did take your big dump right on all his hopes and dreams, Jordan.
I said you could win some games with him.
Jordan, you think there's
they got
any
0
chance-
right now? Maybe one's coming.
So you're the worst. Any chance that if the Giants win next week, that you'll rip your shirt off like Scadaboo did after the game?
Yeah,
Can we see that?
I don't think that's going to be my move. It's more his move. Yeah.
Damn.
Well, that's a shame.
Did you see this gut I'm working with here these days?
We're trying to bump our numbers up. We got a shirtless Renan on the YouTube. Forget it.
All right, we got to go.
If the
Jordan,
Giants
bye.
win their next 2
Bye.
games on the road, I'll rip my shirt off.
Hang on.
Yes.
Giants win in Denver and in Philly. No, I don't want him ripping it off on the field. I want him ripping it off here on this,
said that.
on this live stream.
I said for you guys. I'm not. What do you think? I'm going to do it on the field in
I think in the
Philadelphia?
post-game presser. Hey, coach, look at this. Look at these guns, baby.
Trying to keep my job here.
Oh, I heard him talking to you last night in the post-game. He adores you.
Sure.
Yeah, I just couldn't love you more. All right, we got to go. Goodbye.
Hey, see you,
All right,
fellas.
love you. That, of course, is little Jordan Renan. What a time to be alive.
Look at him struggle with the camera. Just his face all up in it.
Yeah, he makes love to the camera. like honestly, he could do porn the way he makes love to the camera.
He loves it.
Yeah, he loves it. Game time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, that's when it's Tully time. Tigers Mariners square off in a winner-take-all Game 5 tonight in Seattle. 8:08. That's the game tonight. And that's game time brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original.
2 hours left in this show.
And I've been great.
You've been awesome.
And my energy's not dipping. I'm more excited than I've ever been.
No, I just think that the second this show ends, the energy may just crash.
It might. It might. All right. So, RJ.
Hi.
Where you been?
I'm just trying to stay out of the way of all the, the butt cheek talk and just fit in where I can.
You want energy? I'll open my butt cheeks and give you energy today. Oh, my God.
It's troubling.
Why? What's troubling?
Because then
about
we
that?
find out you have this fixation that you wanted that we didn't know about. There's a lot happened today.
It's fine. It's fine.
I got Rich just completely just killing my whole Sunday morning.
said-
Well, that was unbelievable.
Said you might get a turnover.
Yeah, you could get a turnover, and I don't think they'll run it up, so lose by like 17 or something.
Yeah, right. I don't care if they're over in England at singing Kumbaya.
Oh, God. So, RJ,
Hi.
you're going to take us around the league?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice. Why don't you go ahead?
It's time to go around the league.
No, all right. We covered that game in London with great detail, so no need to go any further between the Jets and the Broncos. Let's skip ahead to Sunday at 1 o'clock. 3-2 Rams in Baltimore play the 1-4 Ravens. Lamar Jackson still not practicing. Doesn't sound good for his odds to play in this game. So through 5 weeks, Matthew Stafford, Rams quarterback, leads the NFL with over 1,500 yards passing. He's only 50 away from passing Dan Marino for 9th all-time. Ravens defense, you know they're bad. Listen to this. They've allowed 177 points this season. That is the most over a 5-game span in franchise history. They're on pace to be one of, if not the worst defense of all time in the NFL, and are allowing the second most passing yards in the NFL. Rams favored by 7.5 on the road.
I mean, the Ravens stink. They're a bad football team, and when Lamar's not there, they're really exposed. The Rams are one of the better football teams in the NFL. I mean, 7.5-point spread on the road for the Rams to be favored by is jarring, and I think the Ravens will drop to 1-5 this week.
Well, that's the number, though, right there, what you just mentioned. The fact the Ravens are going to drop to 1-5, right? I mean,
yeah.
The other thing is just, I mean, the Derrick Henry's inability to kind of run the football over the last couple of weeks, on top of how bad their defense has been. Like, the Jets' defense has been bad. Baltimore's defense is worse. So, I mean, you're going up against Nakua in that offense. I mean, oof. Good luck.
Yeah, it's bad, and it probably will only get worse this week.
Optimism. I like it. Seahawks are 3-2. Jags are 4-1. Seahawks defense got lit up pretty good last week. They couldn't get pressure on Baker Mayfield, who was hit only one time on 38 dropbacks. Reason I tell you that is up next is Trevor Lawrence, who has been sacked only 6 times in 5 games. Jaguars have 14 takeaways this season. They lead the NFL in that category. Seattle, though, favored by 1.5 on the road.
This is a good football game. I mean, this is one of the better games on the docket this week. Seattle, who I think is very good. I do. I think they're well coached. I think they have some talent offensively. I mean, Najiba's really kind of come into his own so far this season. But Jacksonville's, they got it going on. Like, even when they don't play great football, they find ways to win. That's what good teams do. Liam Cohen's been excellent there so far. I think this is a really good football game this weekend.
Yeah, I would say as far as Jacksonville is concerned and what you just mentioned, I mean, right now, their ability to turn the football over is obviously huge. And what Liam Cohen's been able to do for, I mean, the offense. Like, I mean, you look at the last week we were talking about these, you know, this team being 4-1. You look at all the categories, and since Liam Cohen's taken over, it's like, you know, best in almost every single category. I think the only still kind of thing to be proven is like as Trevor Lawrence kind of progresses, right? Like, that's why Liam Cohen was brought in there, to kind of get the best out of Trevor Lawrence,
right?
And I think you look at some of the numbers, that still isn't necessarily the case, but again, we're only 5 weeks in.
That's a fair point, but I mean, in the biggest moments last week against Kansas City, he played very well.
He did, but I just think, I mean, I was looking through some of the numbers this morning, and like there's the I don't know how much you want to get into like the weeds with numbers and everything else, but like EPA for quarterbacks, like he's of 33 qualified quarterbacks, he's like 24th. Right? Like, he was doing a lot of damage with his legs, so it's like he's kind of just that's why Liam Cohen is here. Look what Liam Cohen did for Baker Mayfield in Tampa. It's, hey, we spent the first overall pick, we paid him. Like, we got to make sure this guy turns into an elite quarterback.
Mr. Duval himself. Cardinals are 2-3. This will be an interesting matchup between them and the Colts. So the Colts are number 2 in points per game at 32. The Cardinals are allowing only 19 points per game. Cards have 3 losses, but by a combined 5 points. Colts favored by 7.5 here.
Well, this number is screaming that Kyler Murray might not play.
Yes, and he hasn't practiced this week. He has, an ankle injury?
I think it's a foot.
A foot injury. So a guy that you know, his game is predicated on his athleticism and his running the football and escaping pressure, that's certainly not a good sign. This game, I mean, that Arizona loss last week was so repulsive.
Oh.
It's hard to envision them rebounding from that. That'd be impressive if they did, but I think the Colts will have their way.
Yeah, I mean, well, Colts, what they've done offensively. I mean, you talk about all the weapons. They got a good offensive line. They have, I mean, Jonathan Taylor's playing at a crazy high level right now, and like, they spread the ball around. We both love Tyler Warren. I mean, you got Pittman, you got Downs. I mean, and Daniel Jones.
Jonathan Taylor really makes that offense go.
Oh yeah, I mean, he's awesome. Like, how many times have they punted all season long? It's like every time they get the ball, they're going down and scoring points. And as far as I'm concerned, I wish Arizona got relegated after what they did to me last week.
I think that would be fair. Yeah,
I got to tell you, though, if there was relegation going on, I don't think it'd be Arizona that goes.
It'd be the Jets. Yeah, you can say it.
Oh, boy. Chargers 3-2. They're going through a rough spell. started by Jackson Dart and the Giants. They visit the 1-4 Dolphins. So 2 quarterbacks taken with consecutive picks in 2020 with Herbert and Tua. Since Mike McDaniel took over as coach of the Dolphins in 2022, against teams with a winning record, of which the Chargers have, the Dolphins are 3-14. Chargers by Houston got beat up by your Giants. So
The Giants will do that to teams, though.
that's what I'm learning.
Yeah.
They lost they lose to you guys, go back. Now all of a sudden you're saying, okay, this is Jaden Daniels' first game back, right? This is a good bounce back spot for the Chargers. Nope, that doesn't happen. Now they're traveling all the way back down to Miami. Omarion Hampton's out. I would expect them to win. This is one of the games on my list, but
right.
So you're okay with it, is what I'm gathering. Battle of 2-win teams, Cowboys, Panthers in Carolina. Rico Dowdle said last week after his big game that his former team, the Cowboys, better, quote, buckle up. So Dallas and their run defense, it's improved, but it's still 23rd in the NFL, allowing 4.4 yards per carry. Oof. Cowboys are the only team in the NFL this season scoring and allowing 30 points per game. Dallas favored by 3.5.
Both of these teams have 2 wins on the year, and I don't think either of these teams is all that great. Cowboys, they've been better lately. Their defense was certainly better last week. Dak is playing at an unbelievable level right now. And the thing that's so impressive about what he's doing is that it doesn't even matter who the receivers are, right? You take away his number 1 receiver, CeeDee Lamb, not a problem. You take away a Turpin, not a problem. He's making, what a Fleury, whoever that guy is, look really competent and capable.
That's how I know Dave is feeling fantastic. He's being complimentary of Dak.
No,
I think what a day.
I will be complimentary. My issue is when people say he's like an elite quarterback, but he's playing like an elite quarterback at the moment. And I think the Cowboys will win this game. I think they're the better football team, and I think they'll win this game.
I think the better question for me when I was looking at this game is how much stock do I take in what Dallas' defense did last week against my team? Right? Defense, which you thought we could take advantage of, we didn't. Fowler's in the backfield all game long. I think they had 5 sacks through the first 4 weeks, and they had 5 against us. So it's like the one constant has been how good Dak has been. Right? He loses CeeDee Lamb, which is like, hey, okay, good for us. Nope, not the case because you got Pickens still. So Dak right now is like in that conversation, and we'll see what that defense looks like against Carolina because it looked damn good. No, but not to mention they had 4 offensive linemen out, and we could do my team couldn't get any pressure on Dak. Awesome.
Not awesome. Hey, as Rich said, maybe you'll get a turnover this week.
You know what you are?
That's what Rich said.
Yeah.
Rich said like one of the low-key meanest things I've ever heard.
I don't think Sean Payton's going to run it up on Aaron Glenn. Those guys are close. So I do think they'll win by probably 17, at least 17.
Oh, they're so close that once it gets to 17, he'll
beat
take
you
his
by
foot
17.
off the gas.
Yeah.
Oh, Browns are 1-4. Steelers 3-1 off a bye. Browns turned to Dylan Gabriel last week. It didn't go much better against a team that has not eclipsed 17 points in 10 straight games. Steelers have won 8 straight games off the bye, of which they are this week, going back to 2017. Steelers favored by 5.5.
No, that number went up.
Yeah, the number's gone up. You say Dylan Gabriel wasn't much different. I didn't think he was bad, though. His first start in the NFL, I thought he was competent. Their defense is so good, and I think that's the question. And this is a rivalry. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. I would never touch this game because it's a rivalry game.
I'm telling you right now, though, there are a lot of people touching this game right now.
And they like Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh was 5.5. Now it's 6.5.
It's up to 6.5 now?
It's up to 6.5
now.
Right.
Well, listen, maybe I'm wrong, and I've been awful in my picks overall, so you could take that tack, but I would never touch
I think
Pittsburgh.
I think it's partly, it's traveling, right? Like they're coming back, going to Pittsburgh, get a rookie quarterback. Like TJ Watt's getting it going sack-wise. They've turned the ball over. Like Pittsburgh's turning the other team over quite a bit. So I just, like you said, the big matchup is that Cleveland defense against Pittsburgh's offense.
I don't like that. They took that number must have just gone up in the last little bit. It might take that out of my range. I was thinking about this game, but
that game was on your radar, huh?
6.5.
Yeah, but with your philosophy, wouldn't you take Cleveland?
No, you're misunderstanding RJ's philosophy. I don't think you really know what RJ's philosophy is.
I'm not even trying to know what it is.
I thought when it doesn't make sense so much that you go the other way.
Like he would take, but if that was the case, he'd take Seattle. Like Seattle's on the road in Jacksonville, laying 1.5 against the 4-1 Jacksonville team.
I think he might take Seattle,
but that's his strategy. His other strategy is Joe Burrow, but Joe Burrow's gone, so now it puts him in a real blender.
So now he's got to rely on that. If it doesn't make sense, then take the game.
Yeah, they took out one of my crutches. They took one out.
RJ, can I ask you a question? Oh, no, we'll get to the game. Never mind. I'll wait. Sorry.
By the way, Raymond is 0-1 so far on the week.
There's a lot that just
We
happened.
know.
Who'd you
We
take,
know.
Ray?
I took the Birds.
Right.
And look what happened to me.
You know, it's like an oral fixation. Maybe I have an anal fixation.
Oh, goodness.
and look what's happened.
Oh, that's one of those ones you're going to want back.
Yeah,
No,
cheek
I don't
energy.
think so.
Yeah, big cheek energy.
Energy. Butt bolts.
Butt bolts. Patriots are 3-2. They take on the Saints down in New Orleans, who 1-4 off their first win of the year last year. Chris Olave, he is second in the NFL in targets. Might not have guessed that with 54. He's behind Puka, who has 63. Pats, off their win against the Bills, favored by 3.5 on the road.
New England coming off a great win. Now, they're a young team with a new coach, so you'd assume there wouldn't be a letdown. But, I don't know, this is another one of these. The spread is kind of odd for me in this one as well. New England they're playing good football. If they don't turn it over, they should probably be at least, what are they? They're 3-2. They could be 4-1 if they didn't turn the football over against Pittsburgh. So I know New Orleans got the win last week, but I think that, I think New England will.
Right, but how much of that win, I mean, do they win or do the Giants beat themselves?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Like the Giants are up 14-3. I mean, if New England gets up 14-3, do they let it get away or no?
It depends on if they can hold on to the football. I mean, they've had the same kind of issues.
You know what the amazing thing is, though? It feels like it doesn't matter how many times Ramondre Stevenson fumbles the ball, he will never lose carries. It's amazing.
You know what's amazing is that all these teams turnovers and create turnovers, and my team has 0 turnovers, 0 takeaways.
I hope they get one.
Rich thinks there's a chance they do get one.
The only way they get one, probably because he said they just this training camp mentality, is if Denver treats it like it's a training camp game.
Maybe
That's the only way.
Maybe Aaron Glenn suits up for you. Before we transition to the 4 o'clock games, what was your question?
Oh no, I was gonna wait. I'm gonna wait now to the 4 o'clock games because I was gonna ask you a question about your team. But I
Oh,
figured
okay.
we get to it.
All right, we'll get there. 4 o'clock window. Niners and Bucks.
Here we are.
At 4-1. Niners have had each of their games decided by 5 points or fewer. They have found a way to win those tight games. Sounds like no Brock Purdy. Ricky Pearsall has a better chance than Purdy, but still doesn't sound overly optimistic. Niners have won 4 straight against the Bucks going back to 2019, but those Bucks at home favored by 3.5.
Those Bucks are really tough. I mean, Baker Mayfield is playing at a very, very high level. Sounds like no Bucky Irving, no Mike Evans, but Mayfield is able to withstand not having his key guys. I'm sorry to say this, RJ. I think Tampa's probably, because the Niners are so banged up, Tampa's probably the better football team right now.
Mac Jones banged up too. So.
Yeah, that's the question I was going to ask you. How banged up is Mac Jones we talking about here?
I think he's going to play, but it doesn't sound terrific.
Is it an Adrian Martinez situation?
He's taking some reps as the backup, so yeah.
Oh dear.
I might have to put Tampa on my list right now.
Battle of one-win teams. Raiders, Titans. Cam Ward, big fourth quarter last week at 193 yards just in the fourth. Rookie on the other side, Ashton Genty leads our rookies in rushing yards with 349. Raiders by 3.5 is your line here.
It opened at 5.5.
Yeah.
And now it's down to 3.5. I mean, are we really going to get fooled? I know the Raiders are not great, but are they competent? Like, you don't think they beat the Titans by more than 4 points?
Dabbling.
Yeah. I think that's
It's definitely on the big butt cheek list right here.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Bengals visit the Packers, who are off their bye. Welcome to Cincinnati, Joe Flacco. So we got into town Tuesday night, cramming the playbook. He's going to start against the Packers for the second time in 4 weeks. Last time, he outbeat them with the Browns. Green Bay, though, favored by 14.5.
A small 14.5 point spread in this one. Yeah, I don't see a way Cincinnati possibly wins this game. Green Bay's coming off a bye. Green Bay had a tie last time out, which was brutal. Now they've had extended time off, so I think they'll have their way with Cincinnati.
Yeah, Green Bay's off a loss to Cleveland and a tie against the Cowboys.
And now they had the bye.
Right,
so
where
they
they gave
were
up
2-0,
40.
and now look what they've done.
Here's my question, though. We all agree that Cincinnati's offensive line stinks.
Yep.
Joe Flacco doesn't move well, does he?
Nope.
I don't believe he does. I'll tell you right now, this Packers, it's on my list.
Oh, really? But
Packers
that's a big
game.
number.
That's so.
I imagine this is probably going to be RJ's. If he has the Packers available, he's going to probably take the Packers and Survivor this week. I would guess.
I would think.
It's right there. Right
It's right
there in
there.
contention. Sunday Night Football's a good one. Lions are 4-1. They visit the 2-3 Chiefs, who are off that Jags loss. Chiefs are 0-3 in one-score games. They feed off those games.
They were 11-0 last year in those games, RJ.
Yep. Oh, that's a nice stat right there. Including the playoffs, Jared Goff, the only quarterback who Patrick Mahomes has started multiple games against and not beaten. Chiefs, this is interesting, favored by 1.5.
No, Chiefs favored by 2.5. The number has gone up.
This is okay. So this is the prime example of RJ's philosophy.
So if he holds true to what he says, wouldn't he have to take the Chiefs minus?
He'd have to take. There's 2 guaranteed picks with his philosophy. He'd have to take Seattle and lay the 1.5, and he'd have to take Kansas City.
These lines are moving all over the place.
All over the place.
There's a lot
Chiefs
of
are favored by 2.5. I'm not quite certain how. Detroit has just continued to play better football week after week after week. Their offense is clicking. Their defense is healthier than it was at the end of last season. And they're smashing teams. So I don't know. I guess maybe it's just the Chiefs desperately need to win this game. But there's a world that we live in that the Chiefs are staring 2-4 right in the face.
Yeah, I mean, outside of the number, which scares the hell out of me. Like, I don't understand. Like, who knows what I don't know? I mean, you had the disappointing loss for Detroit in Week 1, where all of a sudden it's like now, Green Bay's the class of the division. Yeah, the loss of Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn's going to be too much for Detroit. And Detroit's rolled off 4 wins where they've scored 52, 38, 34, and 37. So, I mean, I don't know. Have we seen enough from Kansas City's offense this season to believe that they can go score for score with Detroit right now, the way they're moving the ball offensively?
I don't know if they can. Now, they did play well last week, right? Short week for them, but they played well on Monday night. They moved the football well, but I don't know if they can continue to do that.
All righty, so doubleheader on Monday night, 7:15. Bills 4-1 off their first loss of the season against the Patriots. Falcons 2-2 off their bye and will host this game. Buffalo's offense had that extra day to prepare off their first loss. Also, the first game they failed to score 30 points this year. Atlanta's defense, excellent against the pass so far, allowing the fewest passing yards per game in the league. Buffalo by 4.5 on the road is your number.
I think Buffalo's gone 3 consecutive games without covering the spread. And then they lost to New England outright. So there's got to be some concern there. Atlanta off a bye. I don't know. I don't have a great feel for this one. I think both teams will probably score points, but I would never pick this one. I do not have a great
I think the concerning part, if this was a game that you wanted to take, say Buffalo bounces back, right, is just Buffalo's run defense is not very good. Like, at all. So, I mean, you got one of the best running backs in the league, Bijan. I mean, can they stop him? I think maybe to slow him down. I think Buffalo right now, they're giving up almost 150 yards a game rushing. I think it's like 146 yards.
And you go up against maybe the best running back in football.
Right.
And finally, 8:15. Bears off their bye against the Commanders. This has a nice storyline, so let's go back to last year, that Hail Mary that propelled the Commies and sunk the Bears. Washington leads the NFL with 156 rushing yards per game. Meanwhile, Chicago ranks 31st in rushing yards allowed per game. Commanders by 4.5.
And remember, Bill really took over that backfield against the Chargers last week and was good. And it felt like Jaden Daniels had some kind of like growing pains or maybe, just getting himself back to being right. And then when he really did quickly last week. I'd be surprised if Washington didn't win this game and improve to 4-2. And, this idea that the division, changes every year and Philadelphia is going to definitively win it, well, I think there's some real credence to think that we may have another division champion this season.
But that's been the history of the division, hasn't it been?
Exactly that.
Right, so it was just a foregone conclusion that Philadelphia would win. Washington was in the NFC Championship game last year, but yeah, I just going all the way across the country in your first start back and finding a way to beat that Chargers team. I know it was his homecoming and everything else, but it speaks to, I think, the kind of quarterback that Jaden Daniels is. And on the other side of it, it's just like how Caleb Williams continues to progress in Ben Johnson's offense. Right?
And that's the league. We've gone around. Our Texans and Vikings are on bye.
Oh, that's nice. You're really good. You know that, RJ?
Listen, I'm not as good as the Giants.
No. Well, that's a high bar.
Yeah, it'll make you say things like this.
You want energy? I'll open my butt cheeks and give you energy today. Oh, my God.
Energy. Butt bolts. I don't see what I've said that's so comical. We made love to your women right in front of you last night, and there's nothing you could do about it.
Yeah, dressed up as football players. A little cosplay, if you will.
And then expose our butt cheeks.
Hey, you got a real butt thing today.
I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, I don't either.
It's like an oral fixation. Maybe I have an anal fixation.
I don't know how you get up from that.
Hey, go Giants.
I'll get right up from it. If the Giants win, I can get up from anything.
Okay. You might be sore.
You're beautiful. Oh, you're so beautiful.
What a day you've had today.
I'm dominating the day.
You're owning today.
I'm like the Jackson Dart of radio today.
This is the greatest feeling in the world.
I got to tell you.
Yeah.
If you weren't as good as you are right now, we'd be feeling the phones being broken, but I don't even feel it.
Yeah, no, you're not going to feel it. So we're going to go to a frenzy, but we're going to do it different because the phones are not working. And by the way, I promise you, at 9:58 this morning, they'll magically be fixed.
Yep.
So starting for the next show, they'll be fine. But what we're going to do now is we're going to do a frenzy off of YouTube and off of Twitter. So go on the YouTube stream, ask your question in the little chat, and we will get to it that way. That's so far, and all I want to do is give out the number, but I'm not going to. Go on the YouTube chat and ask your question that way. And we'll be back with a frenzy next, right here on ESPN New York. All right, let's see what's happening on the roads this morning. Here she is. Let's sing her name. It's Debbie Duham.
Dinar, good morning, company. Hey, let's try to scatterboo our way through the traffic this morning. Watch for delays. LIE westbound slowing down right by Lakeville Road. Accident blocking 2 lanes out in Lake Success. I'm fixated on this accident here on the Belt Parkway westbound, bumper to bumper out by the Verrazano with a collision being cleared. Garden State Parkway south at 136. A serious accident being worked on. Sponsored by Unbound.org. Right now, there are young people across the world facing a tough choice. Continue their dream of education or drop out to help their family put food on the table. You can help change their future in a single moment. See how far your support can go at Unbound.org. I'm Debbie Duham on 880 ESPN New York.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now. I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code USA to get up to a $5 per gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code USA to get up to a $5 per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code USA.
Getting the right mattress helps you sleep at night. Getting the right price helps you sleep even better. At PC Richard & Son, they don't just sell you a mattress. Their experts use a 4-step fitting process to make sure your new bed fits you perfectly. The right fit, the right price, plus free delivery. It's what they do, only at PC Richard & Son. Free delivery on mattresses $199 and up. Excludes Manhattan. See stores for details.
Friends, it's football season, the best time of the year. You should be out there tailgating, cheering on your team, and enjoying every Sunday. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. You don't have to live like that. There's help. Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain is New Jersey's top pain specialist. He's Ivy League trained, double board certified, and is dedicated to helping you get back in the game. Here's what makes the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical image-guided procedures that deliver real results. Dr. Shaw treats neck pain, back pain, joint pain, migraines, nerve pain, and sciatica with a plan that's customized for you. Same-day and next-day appointments are available, and with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, relief is always close. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Visit SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Most major insurances are accepted. That's SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
Score a win this game day with Amazon Pickup, the MVP of package pickup. Need that new football jersey for the big matchup? With Amazon Pickup, you can collect your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule. Whether you're running from work or home or straight to the tailgate, Amazon Pickup makes it easy and worry-free at no extra cost. Don't miss kickoff. Grab your gear and your packages when it works for you. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at Amazon.com/pickupMVP. That's Amazon.com/pickupMVP.
This college football season, show your school spirit every time you pay. Introducing college-branded Venmo debit cards. Rep your team on and off the field with custom school designs that let everyone know who you root for. Whether you're tailgating, grabbing snacks for the watch party, or celebrating a win, you can unlock 15% cash back at ESPN. 1 free year of Perplexity Pro and more. This college football season, score more with the Venmo debit card. Get yours now in the Venmo app. Learn more at venmo.com/collegecard.
Max cashback varies. Terms apply. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank, N.A.
The post-crib assembly press conference, brought to you by Progressive.
Michael, you had some trouble putting the crib together today. What went wrong?
You know, those instructions can be tough, and, well, you saw the outcome.
Were you upset when your wife pulled you and called in the backup?
No, I mean, the baby needs a crib to sleep in, so whatever it takes.
You've got a changing table to put together next. It's got a lot of drawers. What's your comment?
You know what? We're done here.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
It's time for a frenzy. A football frenzy.
You could say that 10,000 times and it still wouldn't be enough. It fires me up, man. I love it. Say it one more time.
A football frenzy. Any team, any player, any question.
All right, here we are with a post-Giants victory frenzy. Now, Rick, I'm told some information, whether it's true or not, I cannot confirm that yet. I'm told the call screener is working. And the phone lines are back up and running. So we're still going to start this out on YouTube. But if you want to try 800-919-3776, you're more than welcome to do that. All right, let's go. Josh B. Frenzy. Current chance percentage. It's worded weird. But
okay.
What do you think the odds are that the Chiefs do not make the postseason is what he's trying to ask.
Oh, what are the odds that the Chiefs don't make the playoffs?
I would still say 80-20 they make it.
Yeah, I'm still not ready to kill off the Chiefs.
Yeah.
And plus, they're going to get Rashee Rice back.
I think this is the last game that he misses, right?
That's right.
Purple Belt Mike. The Jets literally have killed Purple Belt Mike.
I think he's actually giving the Purple Belt back.
Yeah, he didn't want the belt. Is it better if the Jets just stay in London and never come back?
It'd be better if they end up getting killed here, it would be better if we just didn't have to watch them every week.
Well, you only have, what are they, 0-5? You only have 12 more. Tony Kim, how many wins can the Giants realistically get to? Over, under 5.5? I mean, they have some winnable games. They have the Raiders.
You keep saying that.
What?
You keep saying that they have winnable games.
They have. I didn't say the Jets. I said the Giants.
Oh, the Giants.
Yeah. Like, if the Giants win the games they could, could they beat the Bears maybe? Could they, get another win that you don't expect them to get? I'd still say 5.5 feels high, but I think that's worthy of discussion now.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if your quarterback's going to play the way the quarterback played last night, now there's going to be, there's going to be mistakes made. He's a rookie, but, last night, the way he looked with the, lack of weapons around him. Let's face it, we all thought it was going to be way more difficult without Malik Neighbors.
They scored 5 touchdowns. They went up and down the football field all night long.
That's the impressive part, too. Just early in these games, man, just coming out the way they've been able to come out and just go down the field and score points.
It's glorious. George Siagris. Can Jalen Hurts still be considered a top 15 quarterback moving forward? And then he goes on with his own opinion. But can he still be considered? Yeah, top 15, I would say yes.
Yeah. I'm with you.
I don't think he's great, but top 15, I would say yes. How much happier, this is Ryan Fawcett, are you with the Giants' offensive line since Thomas came back so far
it's
this
night
season?
And day.
What'd you say?
I said it's night and day. You can make the argument that he's the most important player outside of the quarterback. He's the most important player on your team.
He's awesome. I actually stand by this. I think he's a more important piece of the offense than Malik Neighbors.
Yeah, I think it's the quarterback and then it's him.
Yeah. He's massively, massively important. Carlos Espinal wants to know, was it a mistake the Jets didn't draft a young quarterback and put all the eggs in the Justin Fields basket?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it might not matter now because if we can't win a game, we'll have the first pick and we can take our quarterback then.
That is correct. The problem is you don't know who that'll be, but someone will shake out. Lee G. What can the fans do to force Woody Johnson to sell the team? I don't think there's anything you can do to sell the team.
No.
Force him to sell the team.
He's not going to sell the team. No, you cannot show up.
Yeah, but he's not going to sell the team.
No.
He's not going to sell the team.
If you owned a football team, would you sell it?
No.
I mean, he's making money hand over fist. Rashawn Hollis, who he hits me with these Bucs questions nonstop. Where does Emeka Egbuka rank among all rookies?
Top.
I mean, I have to sit there and go through the rookies, but it feels like at first glance that he's number one, right?
If not one, yeah. I mean, again, I'd have to go through all the rookies, but yeah. I mean, what he's doing right now.
He feels absolutely phenomenal right now. Can Baker Mayfield win MVP this season?
Yes.
Wow. Could you imagine that?
The way he's playing? I mean, look what he's doing late in games, man. I mean, that's the definition of MVP. Down late, give him the ball, he goes down the field and
He's
scores.
awesome. And you take away his best wide receiver. And you take away a bunch of his offensive linemen. And you take away his running back, and it doesn't matter.
He finds a way. It's funny. Did you hear what he said the other day?
What?
Is that when he was playing poorly, it was like the reason why is because he's brash, he's cocky, he's all these different things.
And now he's playing well, and now he's playing well because he's brash and cocky.
Oh, but it's not even positioned as brash and cocky. It's like, look at the level of confidence.
Right.
Yeah.
He's not wrong.
He's 100% right.
He's not wrong.
I got some good news and bad news.
Give me the bad first, please.
It looks like the call screen's not working.
Oh, okay, great. So the phone lines are not working.
That's right.
Okay, nice. And what's the good news?
You're great.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yep.
I'll take that. All right, let's continue along on the YouTube chat. All right, let me go back here. All right. How is it ever possible? This is Greg Boucher. How is it ever possible that Russell Wilson was named the starter of this football team?
That is a great question. After watching what he did the last 5 weeks in Pittsburgh was willing to wait for as long as it was going to take to get Aaron Rodgers, and you brought back everyone but the quarterback to expect it to look better was, I think, definitely a misstep from Joe Schoen and Brian Daboll.
Yeah, I think clearly. But the only thing I'll say is you brought him in and signed him probably with some kind of a promise that he would at least be the starting quarterback to begin the season before you even drafted a quarterback.
Right, but I mean, again, is that, say you don't end up drafting a quarterback. Say for whatever reason, hey, this is the only guy we want. We play that game again, and someone takes Jackson Dart before you get him. Are you gonna you gonna roll out Russell Wilson for how long? He stinks.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. The Andrews family, the whole Andrews family. The Giants get one win, and now all of a sudden you guys think they're going to the postseason.
No,
who said that?
Stop it.
Who said that?
No one said that.
We didn't say anything like that. I don't think they're going anywhere near the postseason. I just said I don't know if they go over the 5.5 number that somebody posed to us. All I'm saying is that was a great win last night, and you should be ecstatic about the way the young quarterback is playing. What's wrong with that?
Listen, you shouldn't even have read that. Don't let whoever that was, stand in the way of you having a great day today.
Dylan Faraci, if Dart continues down this path of success, can we see him win Rookie of the Year? Yes. If he plays like this?
If he plays like this, he'll be right there in that conversation.
I mean, it would be, I'd have to look at the list of guys, but it would be, Warren's been great too. Abuka's been great. But if the quarterback does things and does them well,
that's why I think there's a lot of people that. Right, that's why there was a lot of people that were kind of leaning towards Cam Ward, just because he was going to play. He's going to start the season off as a starter, and he'd have 17 games to prove himself. I'll look it up right now. Continue with the questions.
Black Metronome wants to know, question for Rick and Rick only. Does Aaron Glenn survive if the Jets go winless this season?
Yeah.
You think they go 0-17? He's back?
I do.
Oh boy, he would have.
I think they'll have patience with it.
Well, if that's their mindset, then good for them.
Oh, here you go.
What?
So right now, I'm looking at all the odds for Rookie of the Year. Currently, Abuka is 1.
Right.
Jackson Dart is 2.
He's already 2, huh?
Yeah, so it looks like on ESPN bet on FanDuel. So on FanDuel, Abuka is plus 150. Oh, he's tied with Jackson Dart. He's also plus 150, and then it jumps to plus 1,000 for Genty.
What? So Genty is above Tyler Warren, huh?
Tyler Warren's plus 1,400.
Marcus Harrison says, should Jameis be the backup going forward? Definitively,
yes. Yeah.
It's not even close. It's not even close. All right. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, but it would have been nice to get the phone calls, too.
I mean, in a perfect world, but the people are out there and they want to get involved. We're having phone issues and they can't get involved at the moment.
Just so you know, I put this in your the back of your mind. Mm-hmm. I got a couple of real nice NFL tasty nuggets if you want them, whenever you want them.
How tasty?
I think they could help, clarify your picks the picture you have in your head right now with some of the nuggets that I have?
Well, you know what we're going to do? We're going to take a break. We're going to come back. And when we come back, we'll get more Giants conversation and energy butt bolts and tasty nuggets as well.
Delicious.
I mean, I'm right now, like, if you ask me to do something, I'll do it. Like, this is the time. You need to borrow money. You want me to pick you up at the airport. Today would be the day.
Take your shirt off.
I'm not willing to go that far.
Come back from break with no pants on.
And I would even consider it, but John has made a distinct thing that shirts do not come off during this telecast.
Which is a weird hill to die on.
Well,
especially when you consider
if you
what
turn
we've
on the
seen
Disney
from Dave.
Channel at 7:00, you could see a guy take his shirt off. So why can we not do it on YouTube?
Right, it makes no sense.
But that's what he said. If John lifts that, today would be the day that you would get it.
You've seen Dave pantsless.
But that we also saw way too much.
You want me to take it out?
No. That'll definitely get us fired.
Okay, all right. I mean, I'm just asking.
Yeah, let's. I think
Okay.
we'll save that for like when the
I'll
Giants
leave it housed.
When the Giants win the Super Bowl again, if they win the Super Bowl, we'll pull it out.
Out.
I should have called off from work that day.
All right.
Big cheek energy.
Let's take a break. We'll come back and we'll talk about the Giants smashing the dirty Eagles. DNR with you and Nuggets as well. ESPN New York.
There's nothing the voice in our head obsesses over like our health. But with over 100 lab tests and insights, Function can help answer the questions like, why am I so tired all the time? How can I get better sleep? My friend was telling me about magnesium gummies she takes. Know if my heart is work stress affected? It's time to up my cardio. If my mom has something, how will I find out? It's time to get some blood work done. A Function membership gives you a comprehensive health check with results tracked over time. Find out what you're made of at functionhealth.com.
Ballybet Sportsbook. Yo, Ballybet stacked for football season. When it comes to sportsbook apps, it's undefeated. Ballybet. Check out that brand new Parlay Zone. Here's the kickoff. Build your bets and place them right on your phone. What? Live bets, daily boosts, and promos. Increase your odds so you can win more dough. Touchdown! Ballybet's the play. Make game day more fun and download it today.
Must be 21 plus, New York only. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY.
Ballybet, Sportsbook and Casino.
Download it.
The Fox Nation Patriot Awards returns for a new year.
Are you ready to get the show started?
Join host Sean Hannity and special guests and be part of the celebration live in New York. Tickets are available now. Go to foxnation.com/Patriot Awards.
Don't take slow for an answer. Not so easy when you're stuck in traffic. But mere inches from someone else's bumper, you can dream of faster things. Like Optimum Fiber, the fastest and most reliable fiber internet, starting at $40 a month. So while you can't always switch lanes for a faster route, you can switch providers for a faster connection. Optimum. Don't take slow for an answer. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com/fiber today. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Serving contractors, builders, and homeowners in the tri-state area since 1987, Brooklyn Window & Door is New York City's largest stocking dealer of quality Andersen window and doors. The professionals at Brooklyn Window & Door will help solve any of your window replacement needs or applications. Visit Brooklyn Window & Door's award-winning showroom to see the complete Andersen product line, including the 400, 100, A&E series. Andersen, built, backed, and serviced like no other window.
Visit Brooklyn Window & Door at 185 30th Street in Brooklyn or call 718-WINDOWS.
The holiday season is here, and businesses are hiring for all kinds of seasonal roles. From haunted corn maze staff to real bearded Santas, skilled, experienced workers are in high demand and hard to find. Whether you're hiring for one of these roles or any other role, the best way to find the perfect match for your role is on ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter's matching technology works fast to find top talent. No wonder it's the #1 rated hiring site based on G2. Try it free at ZipRecruiter.com/USL. That's ZipRecruiter.com/USL.
Out here, it's football season, where nothing beats backyard grilling, gathering around the fire pit, and cheering on your favorite team with friends. The yard is mowed, the lights are strung, and the grill is warming up. Whether you need to fill up your propane, get a new grill, or even a generator, out here, it's game day. And we're ready for it. Tractor Supply, for life out here.
The city that never sleeps and never stops talking sports. ESPN New York is always on. Now you can live and breathe everything New York sports wherever you are. On your radio dial, on the ESPN New York app, and streaming live on YouTube. However you watch or listen, ESPN New York is always on for you. Hear us, stream us, watch us. This is ESPN New York.
Oh, yeah, let's wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. DNR with you, ESPN New York. Giants, they didn't just beat the Eagles last night. No. They dismantled the Eagles, and they took their will. And at the end of the game, they were running the ball down their throats, and there's nothing Philadelphia could do about it. What a world.
What a world we live in. Yeah, I mean, that sequence to start the second half was a huge sequence, though. Right, I mean, that whole game could have changed right there. I mean, Theo Johnson has a first down. It's a great throw. He drops it.
Oh, it's such a good throw right down the seam.
And then Devontae Smith's wide open, and Jalen Hurts misses him.
Terrible throw.
Right, so, I mean, which, again, maybe kind of explains why there's been so much tension in that building where they're having team meetings for hours and everything else. But, I mean, to have a Thursday night game where it's been 10 years, you haven't won on Thursday night. You've gone 8 straight division losses, so we correct that. And, Jackson Dart and Scadaboo, your 2 rookies, have games like they
for
have.
5 touchdowns, right?
I mean, you should be excited.
Yeah. You know what I didn't like also, though? They had like third or fourth and like half a yard. They run Dart on the quarterback sneak. Like, oh, my God.
Well, how about Darts? He finally gets out of the tent. He's having a sip of water like, okay, I'm back. And Dable comes over and bashes him on the head.
And then the plays they run right after he comes into the game, you think to yourself, well, maybe they'll take it a little bit easier here. No. Just the opposite. RPOs, send this guy out wide and keep the football, and if he gets hit, he gets hit. It doesn't feel like it's smart.
Probably not long-term smart, but also, recognizing what's at stake, and also a quarterback that's more than willing to do it, right? To prove to everyone.
Sure.
Not to everyone, to his teammates. I mean, that's the most important thing. How important, that's the stuff that changes cultures, though, man. The sayings on the wall and all those other, all that other garbage that coaches like to do. It's when you have your best players, a leader on your team that play a certain way. That's what changes the culture.
Yeah, absolutely. So I want to get to some sound that RJ was just recommending for us to play. But you said you had a couple of football nuggets, right?
I got a couple nice nuggies you're going to like.
Yeah, all right. What do you got?
All right, so this is like in conjunction with RJ's Around the League. So Bills coming off a loss. How are the Bills off a loss? They are 4-1 off of losses in their last 5, straight up and against the spread. So 4-1 against the spread after a loss in their last 5. It's a nice little nugget for you right there.
That is nice. Does that now push you to take Buffalo this week?
No, not necessarily. I'm just trying to help out just the people that listen to the show, maybe taking picks today. The masses.
Yep.
Justin Fields, I mentioned this stat last week, is now 0-26 when his opponent scores 21 or more points.
That's unbelievable.
Right. Denver is averaging 23 points a game. Also, I like this nugget a lot. Favorites of 7 or more points are 8-2 against the spread all time in international games.
Really? So big favorite wins big.
Big, wins big. Another little nugget. TJ Watt has 3 sacks in his last 2 games. Pittsburgh also has a head coach that is 26-6. This is straight up, but I mean, however you want to play the spread into this, against rookie quarterbacks. That's Mike Tomlin, and I think I'm reading Pittsburgh has 10 takeaways this season.
Wow.
So rookie quarterback in Pittsburgh, takeaways, and TJ Watt heating up. And then I had one more little nuggie. Seattle at Jacksonville. Now Seattle is laying 1.5. Seattle is only giving up just over 3 yards a carry this season. So now Travis Etienne's ability to run the football, how that affects what Jacksonville's doing in that game.
Right. Oh, that's good stuff. So, question for you.
Okay.
At what point, and maybe you're there now, I don't know. At what point do you say Pittsburgh's going to win the AFC North and not Baltimore?
I think we're getting close to that, but I also recognize that when Lamar Jackson comes back, things will be different, but I don't know how much
different. They still play them twice.
Still play them twice, which is big, but I mean, how much different is that going to make the defense?
It won't change it completely, but it'll help it.
Oh, of course it'll help it, but I mean, how much will it help it?
A little bit. Well, maybe they just have to outscore teams.
Okay, I mean, it's fine. It's fine to say that, and I don't necessarily.
Right, listen, I'm not asking you to. You tell me. So are you there yet or not yet?
Well, okay, no, I'm not there yet. But I mean, I also saw them score 40 points and lose to Buffalo and give up 41 points,
which was an embarrassing loss because that game was over as over gets.
I mean, they gave up 38 to Detroit. They gave up 37 to Kansas City.
Yeah, no, something
They just
is
gave up
really wrong with
44.
them.
They just gave up 44 to Houston.
They're probably going to get hammered by the Rams. I get it. So if they lose, they go to what, 1-5 this week?
1-5.
And Pittsburgh go to 4-1.
All right, so here it is. I'll lay it out for you. So they go to 1 they say they lose, they're 1-5.
Uh-huh.
Now they got their bye. They
Comes
come
at a
out of the
good-
bye.
Comes at a good time, by the way.
Comes at a great time. They come out of the bye. They got the Bears at home.
They should win that game.
Right. And then they're at Miami. They should win that game. They're at Minnesota.
That's a tough game.
Okay. Then here you go. So now we're talking about, so that's just long. Give you the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next 6 games out of the bye. I gave you Chicago, Miami, Minnesota. Then they got Cleveland, the Jets, and Cincinnati.
All right. So those are 3 games they should absolutely win.
Right. So you're talking 5 of the next 6 out of the bye they should
So
win.
if you go 5-1, and even if you go 4-2 in the next 6 games, you're gonna be right there.
Yeah, right there, and you still got Pittsburgh.
You
got
still have Pittsburgh twice.
Right, week 14 you got Pittsburgh, and then you finish off your season at Pittsburgh.
Well, that's interesting.
And you got Cincinnati again, and you got New England.
Right. Well, New England's not a
no, but that game's at home. If you're going to make the playoffs, you would like to believe that. I mean, in week 16 at home, you should beat New England. If it's a game you need to win.
I'm curious. New England to me is one of those teams right now that I look at. I'm like, they might be good. They might be very mediocre. I'm not certain yet.
Well, I think, and you said this to your credit at the when we went around the league on Monday, is what Drake May did in that game. You know what I mean? Like, so it's a huge win in Buffalo. Drake May made a couple unbelievable throws. What does that kind of do for him as we move forward? Because if Drake May's good and they don't hurt themselves by turning the football over, I mean, I think there are a lot of people. They could be right there in potentially in the playoff conversation.
Yeah, I mean they lost that game against Pittsburgh at home. They should have won that game.
Well, dude, their next 3 games they're at New Orleans. I know New Orleans is a tough place to play, but still,
but they should. I mean, if they're going to be decent, they should win that game.
They're at New Orleans, at Tennessee, and they got Cleveland.
So now you're talking about what, 6-2?
6-2.
Yeah, that's big time stuff. All right. Speaking of big time stuff, let's take a break. Come back and we'll do all the Giants unpacking we need to do. I almost gave the number, but I'm not going to do that. On YouTube, get involved in that chat. On Twitter, at Rothenberg ESPN. You can throw your questions that way as well. We have Stuff You Missed, 9:15, Picks 9:30, Survivor 9:35, and then, of course, Plays O the Week. It's DNR with you, ESPN New York.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
Score a win this game day with Amazon Pickup, the MVP of package pickup. Need that new football jersey for the big matchup? With Amazon Pickup, you can collect your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule. Whether you're running from work or home or straight to the tailgate, Amazon Pickup makes it easy and worry-free at no extra cost. Don't miss kickoff. Grab your gear and your packages when it works for you. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
Make cancer screening a part of your annual healthcare routine. New York Presbyterian offers a full range of cancer screenings, including lung, cervical, prostate, colorectal, breast, and more. Regular cancer screenings could save your life by detecting cancer at its earliest, most treatable stages. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester. Learn more at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
Getting the right mattress helps you sleep at night. Getting the right price helps you sleep even better. At PC Richard & Son, they don't just sell you a mattress. Their experts use a 4-step fitting process to make sure your new bed fits you perfectly. The right fit, the right price, plus free delivery. It's what they do, only at PC Richard & Son. Free delivery on mattresses $199 and up. Excludes Manhattan. See stores for details.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
The Association on Aging in New York is celebrating the 60th anniversary of the Older Americans Act, which funds vital programs for millions of older adults. Services include meals, transportation, home care, Medicare counseling, case management, and caregiver support. Today, people are uncertain whether some programs remain available. We can help. To learn more about these essential programs and how to keep them, visit our website at agingny.org. Sponsored by the Association on Aging in New York.
Just printed from the Erie Canal Press, the most coveted ticket, New York Lottery's $1 million raffle, hath arrived. 15 fortunate souls shall come into the fortune of a millionaire.
Translation, the $1 million raffle is here, and 15 winners are going to become millionaires. The New York Lottery commemorates 200 years of the Erie Canal with your best odds of winning $1 million. Limited tickets available. Ask your local retailer today. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Hey, it's Desmond Howard. You want to win the weekend? It all starts with the tailgate. And for me, that means Kingsford Charcoal.
They've been bringing the flavor, the smoke, and the heat since 1920. No wonder they're still the gold standard of grilling. So fire it up, feed your crew, and let the smoke do the talking. Kingsford, the king of the tailgate. Get it today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
This college football moment is brought to you by Serve Pro.
College football teams have moments they recover from and made it like it never even happened. Like on September 24, 2016, when Tulsa found themselves down 31-0 to Fresno State with 10 minutes left in the second quarter. Tulsa fought back to tie the game at 41. And then won 48-41 in double overtime.
Serve Pro, like it never even happened.
Diana Florence knows how to keep our communities safe. In 25 years as Manhattan Assistant DA, Diana successfully prosecuted street crime, corruption, and fraud, using smart solutions to increase safety in our neighborhoods. Now, a radical agenda has put us all at risk. On November 4th, vote for the independent Democrat that will protect us, not criminals. Elect Diana Florence, Manhattan District Attorney. Paid for by the Coalition to Restore New York, not expressly authorized or requested by any candidate or by any candidate's political committee or any of its agents.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
I mean, what a win that was.
He can run. Can he ever? He can run all the way to the end zone.
We took their will.
Nobody really expected us to put up a performance like this.
We took their manhood.
Dart finds an open man and hits him. Robinson stays in bounds. Robinson's going to go all the way for a touchdown.
I'd love to ever think about that because we got him. He's a leader.
You want energy? I'll open my butt cheeks and give you energy today. Oh my God.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Energy butt bolts.
On ESPN New York. And streaming live on YouTube.
That's right. Here we go. Big 9 o'clock hour. The Giants were born to run last night, I'll tell you that. Right down the throat of that Eagles defense. Scatterboo. I wish he got 100. 98 yards. Jackson Dart had, 58 yards. Giants had 172 yards, and they won going away against Phil. They didn't just win. They won going away last night against the defending Super Bowl champions.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of negative things to say about what happened last night. There really isn't. I mean, outside of Jackson Dart being in the blue tent again, which you don't like to see. Brian Dable at the end of the first half calling timeout, which doesn't make any sense. But other than that, I mean, with limitations too, let's not pretend. Right? Like, I mean, Malik Neighbors is your best offensive player. He's out.
Yep.
Darius Slayton out. So, I mean, I got an elevated little Jordan Humphrey who made a couple nice catches. I mean, the one, that he underthrew on purpose and he high pointed was a great catch. Clearly, it's been a been a point of emphasis to get the tight ends more involved. Sounds like Jackson Dart and Theo Johnson. I mean, I don't think it's just by accident that these two are like really close friends, and all of a sudden now Theo Johnson, outside of the drop to start the second half, is someone that's been a factor offensively. And then, I mean, just the amount of energy and belief that I think this team on both sides of the ball has in this young quarterback. I mean, he's 22 years old, but I mean, to watch him and those things, like, even I wasn't frustrated when he said it, but I also don't know if I completely agree with it. Like, I mean, it's obviously like a 22-year-old kid is going to have times where he struggles, and there'll be times where he looks good. Like, I mean, New Orleans, him just dropping the ball. It's a mistake. He made that mistake, but like Jordan's like, his ability to stand in the pocket and diagnose the defense and everything else. I got to tell you, man, there were a couple situations last night where, and they showed it on the telecast, where it's like, how quickly he was getting through some of his progressions. Like, there was one where he gets to his left, right off that's not open, right to his right, and then he finds someone up the middle. The one Dale touchdown was a really nice play, buying himself some time. We know what he can do with his legs. The throw he made to Jalen Hyatt in the end zone that ends up in the pass interference.
It's a great throw, yeah.
That was a perfectly thrown football. The one
I think might and there were a lot of them that were good, but the one that was so delicious for me was that one where they came with the all-out blitz.
Yep.
And it was a third down, and he hit Theo Johnson. Like, they actually said he hit Theo Johnson in the face mask, was how perfect the throw was, and he picks up the first down, and the drive continues. Like, I agree with you. I mean, listen, I respect Jordan a lot. I think he's very smart with this stuff, and he's able to know stuff because he's just around the team consistently. He talks to people consistently, but I don't know, man. Like, I watch him, and I don't look at it like that's not sustainable. I think what he's doing, if he stays healthy, is very sustainable.
Right. Like, I mean, I think that he's going to continue to get better. I mean, that's the hope. Like, this is not a finished product by any means. I mean, the fact that Jordan did say that, his floor, like, I mean, that's but every player, right? As you're establishing yourself in any league, I don't care what the sport is. Like, I mean, it's important to make sure that, there's not this huge disparity between what my best is and what my worst is, right? We want to have, those as close as possible. Like, even when you're not at your best, it's still pretty damn good. Like, right. Schlittler the other day, right? He wasn't nearly as dominant as he was.
But
like,
he was
you saw
still
his
very
ceiling,
good, yes.
But it was still very good. I mean, that's kind of what you want. But, I mean, I think it's pretty easy to see now, even if you don't like Brian Daboll or you don't trust Brian Daboll, why he went to bat to make sure that Joe Shane drafted Jackson
Dart.
Dart.
And that's why I kept saying, like, this is my decision, all my decision. This is my quarterback. Like, he knows the only way he now saves his job moving forward is if Jackson Dart does what Jackson Dart did against the Chargers, did last night against the Eagles.
Which I don't know is in the best interest of your team moving forward. I think it's in the best interest potentially of Jackson Dart. I don't know as, like, the entirety of a team if it's in the best interest. Because I don't know.
Well, whether it's in the best interest or not, I can't see that he plays really well. They're winning some games, and they move on from the coach.
No. I don't believe that's the case at all. I'm just saying, like, I don't. It's amazing how quickly we went from Joe Shane stinks and having that conversation with RJ and pointing to the different, Adebo signing and the Holland signing, how bad those two have been. A couple of the drafts that just don't exist anymore. Evan Neal, like all these different things. He stinks. So all of a sudden now, a huge win on Thursday night against the Philadelphia Eagles, these guys come back, and it's just like, are you putting, a really good young quarterback in the hands of guys that really aren't good at their jobs? Just because they were lucky enough to draft him.
Maybe. Well, and you talk about the crapshoot. We talk about this all the time. What did he go, 26?
Yeah, it's all what you prioritize, man. It's like Indy made the mistake of prioritizing physical ability. But when you watch Jackson Dart play, like, he's got the physical ability. He played a ton of college football. I mean, you hear how glowingly his coaches talk about him, right? Like, I mean, it's not even like it's a player. He becomes like their friend. That's the kind of guy he is.
They love him. What's not to love? He'll go to battle for you. He's desperate to win. He's really talented. He's willing to lay everything on the line, even too much so. Like, what's not to love about the kid?
Well, but I mean, so just think about that. If you're Brian Daboll, you're a grown man, or you're his coach at Ole Miss, you're Lane Kiffin. Like, I was watching McAfee last week, and Lane Kiffin was like, no, we're like, he's not just my quarterback. He was my friend. We'd go play pickleball. Like, I still talk to him all the time. Like, so you're a grown man that's coaching this kid, and you like him enough where you want to be his friend. Like, just think about that. How would that translate to a locker room? Like, because I think that's the biggest thing for kids. Like, it's not just it's the new language and it's the offense. It's like, I'm stepping in, like, I'm out of a college locker room where we're all kind of the same. right? Like, I mean, just think about when you were in college. We're all trying to get to a certain place, but we have, we're not married. We don't have kids. We're all hanging out. Like, we're equals. And you jump into an NFL locker room now where they give you the keys to this franchise, and you're trying to lead grown men that have wives and kids and bills to pay and everything else.
Yeah.
Like, that's a huge jump.
Well, they're willing to follow him, and you see that. Quarterback lays it on the line like that. Into the blue tent he goes. And by the way, I mean, I get it. Dable loves him, wants him to succeed. It's a little weird. Let's take a listen. Here is Dable on going into the blue tent to check on Jackson Dart.
If you've ever been on an NFL sideline, there's a lot of emotions. I know I was asked about gloves the other day. There's a lot of emotions, and I certainly am an emotional guy. I apologized directly to our team physician. I just wanted his ass out there if he was okay, but I wanted the process, like we were getting ready to go for it on potential 4th down. I would have burned a timeout if he could have came out there. So I was asking how long is it going to take. So, again, you want your guy out there, not at risk of anything else, but, he came out and I think he's going to be good. I'm like, you going to be good or not? I'm going to call a timeout on 4th down and go for this son. You know what I mean? So I love our doctors.
I think Dable is funny with some of this stuff. They're checking to see if the guy has a head injury and can come back into the game. He's like, is he good or not? Let's go. Get him back out there if it's possible.
Well, that's kind of what scares you a little bit about this, right? Is that kind of reckless, abandoned sense of urgency? Is that because you're so desperate to win because that's just who you are, or you're so desperate to win because you know what it means to you, what it means for you, not necessarily what it means for the team. You know what I mean?
But you have to look at it and just not go crazy.
No, listen, but I mean, I think that's kind of been that whole, like, Brian Dable being on the hot seat has kind of been like the undercurrent for a lot of like how these decisions are being made, or us questioning why these decisions are being made. Like, is Jackson Dart starting week 4 because he's the best option to win, or is Jackson Dart starting week 4 because it's the last card you can play and you're just trying to save your job?
Well, like, I mean, it felt like that was the last thing he could do. Maybe he knew. Listen, I don't think Dable's a moron. Maybe he knew. This kid is clearly better.
Right, but okay, which I think we can all agree with now. I mean, you're to the point where you said earlier in the show he probably should have started week 1 because he gives you a better chance to win. I think, but hearing that clip, like, if you knew you're in this for the long haul, does it matter how quickly Jackson Dart comes out of the blue tent or not? You know what I mean? Like, am I running?
I understand what you're saying.
Like, I just need him to be good.
Right.
And if I get it back after this possession, great. I don't need to try to, like, I'm not bombing into the blue tent to see, like, hey, let's rush him back from this concussion.
Right. If he's ready, I'm going to take a timeout and get him right back onto the field. It's very strange. Here, by the way, is Jackson Dart on him discussing trying to get out of that blue tent.
I was just trying to get back to there on the field. I understand they have the protocol and whatnot, but I was just trying to get out there fast.
Did you hear when they did the like conversation on the sideline with Kelly Hartung? And she's like, he went into the blue tent and he's watching from like the open area that he can see, and he's screaming at the players as he's in the blue tent.
Yep.
I got to think that the doctors who maybe they love football, maybe they don't. I don't have any idea, but like they're thinking about the whole medical aspect of this. Did not love the way that went down last night.
Probably not. No, I mean, and it puts the doctor in a tough spot, right? Because I mean, doctor wants to make sure he's doing the right thing and keep the player, protect the player from himself. But I think the doctor also recognized that's why they had to bring in the independent neurologist, is because
the team doctors would be like, "Yep, he's good. Get out."
Well,
there.
no, because team doctors, like, I mean, there's kind of an incentive, like how you're judged is like how healthy you can keep your players, right? Like team trainers, same thing. Like, is the less games I miss, the less games my players miss, the better I've done my job. That's what my job is. So it kind of puts everyone in a weird spot. It's just, again, I mean, I get he's good, and I get you want him out there, but I mean, you're also trying to look out for like the long-term interest of the kid.
Of course, and you got to be careful. And I mean, his game is predicated on his legs, right? Like, he's looking to buy time, he's looking to run. He ran it like 9 times or something last night. He's picking up good amount of yardage. Like, you got to be very careful with him.
Go back to that play that we keep talking about, man. Like, I mean, they call a defense where they actually got a spy in place, and he's a good linebacker. Zach Bond's a good linebacker, and he
abused him.
Yeah, he abused him.
He made it look like training camp, like preseason games is what he made it look like.
He's a great athlete, man. He is. I mean, he's made of all the right stuff. It's just you got to keep this kid healthy. You make sure you surround him with the right pieces. Having Andrew Thomas back has been huge for them.
Do you understand what having hope feels like, though?
No.
Right. Well, I know, but like, I have been so beaten down for so long. You guys give me a hard time. It's like, you can't do the show where you sound so miserable. Well, I don't have a lot of positivity. I don't really have reason for optimism. He gave Giants fans hope last night, and the first time in a really, really long time.
I think he's given his teammates hope. I mean, it's what, and now I don't know. I mean, we don't know if he's going to end up having, he's not going to have the same kind of season that Jaden Daniels had, because Jaden Daniels got all the way to the NFC Championship game. But,
right, and Jaden Daniels also had weapons all over the place.
But that was one of the things that his teammates would talk about. Was like he created this belief that we got our guy. And as long as, I mean, how many football players have we talked to? When you feel like you got the quarterback, you feel like you got a chance to win all these games. Yeah, he marched on the field in 2 straight possessions and scored touchdowns.
Easy.
I mean, how as a defense, how does that, I mean, how good does that feel?
And like, did it, I mean, come on, let's be honest now. This is the worst receiving room in all the NFL. It's not even close.
Well, I don't know. Mine's pretty bad.
You got Garrett Wilson.
That's true.
You know what I would give up for Garrett Wilson right now?
What would you give up?
A lot. I didn't think you were going to ask that. I'd give up a lot.
That's why I felt like because you tried to embarrass me the other day. That's why.
Well, I did, and I did so very effectively,
which was not nice.
What did you say? You're like, yeah, I know. I'm like, well, then what is it? You're like, I don't know.
I was trying to move I was trying to move the conversation.
You never moved the conversation.
Oh, because you caught me in a moment where I flipped. I like to watch the Manning cast too, so I didn't know what Troy Aikman said.
Which is fine. But just be like, yeah, I don't like if you ask me a question, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, but I'm not you. I don't like to not know.
Okay.
It's like my biggest fear in life.
But why lie?
Because I thought you'd be good.
Did you hear what Troy Aikman said? Oh, yeah, I did. What did he say? I have no idea.
Well, because
that's worse.
Because I thought you were going to be a good teammate. And you were picking up what I was putting down, and you just going to glance right through it.
Nope. No.
See, you're a bad guy.
I'm an awful guy. I'm an awful, happy, butt cheek open guy. That's who I am right now.
With all this big cheek energy.
That's right. I got tremendous cheek energy right now.
I kind of like it.
Oh, what a energy. Time. Butt bolts.
You didn't mention, too, in game time, we got a big WNBA finals game tonight.
Well, what do we – I don't know what we have.
Aces can close it out. Aces got a 3-0 lead. They can close it out tonight.
Darren Waller's ex-wife still play on the Aces?
No, she's on L.A.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So did you just say they're looking for a sweep?
Yeah, they're up 3-0, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oof.
What do you mean?
Oh, that's not good.
It's not good for Phoenix, but it's good for finals. I mean, it's not good for Phoenix. It's good for Vegas.
All right, I see what you're trying to do. Can we get back to the Giants for God's sakes?
I was just trying to dust in a little extra. We don't have any phone calls today, okay? I was just trying to do a little.
Oh, please! I can sit here and talk Giants for the next 24 hours.
I like people to know what's going on.
You want me to take it out?
RJ, he's unhinged today, man.
Do you think I get a call from John later saying, like, remember when I told you were bad a couple Mondays ago? You made up for it in spades. You were unbelievable today.
No, not even joking. My first thought was, like, this is the risk you run when when he told you didn't have enough energy.
Right.
That there would be a day where you actually have, like, almost too much energy.
Yeah, but this is a perfect storm. You got the Giants. Again, he hasn't sounded like this in ages.
Years.
So, yeah, I don't know that one has anything to do with the other. I think this would, if the Giants had given him a performance like this would have happened regardless.
That's true.
It's unhinged.
I mean, it was gorgeous.
It was great. I mean, no one expected. I mean, I don't think anyone on the show expected them to win last night.
Nobody in the world expected that. There's nobody that thought the Giants were going to just take them behind the woodshed and beat the crap out of the Eagles. Nobody.
I don't know how you could.
It wouldn't make sense that anybody would predict that.
No, I mean, it was a 7.5-point spread.
Right.
You hadn't won a game in 10 years on Thursday Night Football. You hadn't won a division game in 8 straight division losses. I mean,
number one receiver is Wan'Dale Robinson.
Right. I mean, so like, how could you have any confidence? But again, when you have the quarterback, then you give yourself a chance.
Yep, and it hides a lot of flaws too.
His ability to use his legs definitely makes up for some of your deficiencies.
Like, you look at the Giants' offensive line now, and do you watch it and think, well, this is a bad offensive line?
It's bad? No.
It looks fine.
Well, because the offense is functional. I mean, your offense was 11 to 16 on third down. You were 3 for 3 in the red zone. I mean, that's good stuff.
And just at the defense for a minute, they were not great, and they commit so many penalties in that secondary. But what I will say is, Philly went 1 for 9 on third downs.
Yep.
And Philly didn't score in the second half, and the Giants' defense was opportunistic. I'll say that. The interception from Flott was huge. The fumble, they recovered that. Like, they weren't great, but they were good enough that they could help this team get a win.
Right. I mean, listen, your secondary is not that good.
No.
It's not. So, I mean, Brian Burns is playing at he's been really, really good.
He's really good.
Like, when they had him and Abdul Carter on the same side of the line last night, they're having a lot of success doing that. But, like, you have some things on that side of the ball that aren't good right now. But in the case of last night, I mean, to create the 2 turnovers, I mean, that's give your offense, which is rolling, more opportunities is exactly what you're trying to do.
See, people like Jose N., who email in, they're trying to bring me down, and you're not going to. He says the Giants are a 2-win team, and you've managed to act like a moron this entire show. You're not funny. You're a blabbering, bleeping idiot, and they're going nowhere. This is the greatest feeling in the world. See, Jose, you don't have a lot of positivity in your life, and that's unfortunate because I don't think they're going anywhere either. But I think what I got to see last night was hope, and hope springs eternal, and I'm excited by that. So you can sit here and you can say I'm a moron, I'm an idiot because I'm excited. I don't care. I'm highly excited. I could barely sleep last night, and I think there's a pretty good chance that the Giants have their quarterback, which has been a long time coming. And that's how I feel. And you can't talk me out of it. Nobody can.
Right, but I mean, here's what pisses me off about people. Like, especially people that listen to the show and know you. There is no one that takes losses harder than you. I mean, I don't know if the players take losses as hard as you take losses. So, like, at the very least, when you have a win like last night where, with 2 minutes left in the game, you're in the victory formation against the Philadelphia Eagles on a Thursday night primetime where you usually stink, you should be allowed to do whatever the hell you want today. Today is your day.
Right. Could you imagine if we popped on the microphones and was like, how you feeling today? Well, the Giants, they only have 2 wins. No, you'd crush me, and rightfully so. So what do people want me to do? And that's not the first email or person reaching out giving that tact of like, you know what, tone it down a little bit. You're a little too excited. No. Well, then so be it. Then I'm too excited. But you're not, I don't care.
Right, but here's the thing, though. You're not so amped up because you all of a sudden now think that this win is going to all of a sudden take this team and turn it into a playoff contending team. You're so excited because you beat the Eagles, who you despise and you hate, and because your quarterback, who's 22 years old, looked damn good.
See, you get me. You get me. Jose N. doesn't get me.
No, Jose, you know what? He's just a miserable person.
Yeah.
Jose.
Yeah, you're being nice today.
Because listen, today is your day. I like when you're happy. Your energy level is through the roof. You got you got butt bolts and anal fixations and everything else. Why would I stand in your way?
I'm going to take it out?
You're threatening that. I mean, Porsche. Sherry's in one today. I can guarantee that.
Oh, she's going to get some later. I'll tell you that. She's definitely going to get.
You said Sherry's going to get some, and the microphone just went.
Yeah, the microphone exploded. That won't be the only thing.
You heard
she's definitely
that, right?
getting.
My God.
Oh,
what?
Goodness. You are. RJ, he's on the line today. I can say that.
It's like an oral fixation. Maybe I have an anal fixation. Is RJ screening calls? Is that what's happening right now?
No, he's not screening calls.
No,
why would he screen calls? To pretend like he's screening calls? The phones don't work.
You say that. It appeared to me like he was screening a call.
Efforts.
RJ!
Efforts are being made, yes.
That's great. I'm telling you, I promise you, 9:58 is when the phone lines are fixed.
I'm not sure
I'm telling you
you've
right
ever
now.
been this unhinged.
I'm telling you right now. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
In this business, there are only a select few people that would there are people that would have phones go dead the way that the phones go dead, and then be like,
we would not survive.
I'm not doing this. We're not doing the show.
Yep,
can't do it.
And I don't even feel like we've skipped a beat today.
We haven't taken any. We couldn't take any calls. It's not like we took one call. The phones are just dead.
Well, but now I'm not sure they are. RJ, am I seeing what I'm seeing or no?
Well, we've been able to screen before. Let's assume nothing. Let's wait a couple.
That'll
of minutes
reset
here.
itself in 13 seconds.
Right, yeah, that'll kill itself in just a minute. Yeah, don't worry. The phone lines will die momentarily.
It's been like that all morning.
Where's Greg?
Yeah,
Get
I
Greg.
trust nothing here.
Tell Greg to put down his cinnamon apple oatmeal and get in here. Fix something.
I don't know if that's a Greg issue.
No, I don't want to. Because you know what? I want it to go perfectly today, and I'm concerned that it won't work right.
Where's Dylan?
Oh, you're so beautiful.
That's perfection right there.
All right, you know what? I'll try it. And if she's not there, she knows how I feel about her. Robin in Dobbs Ferry. Robin, you're our first caller this morning, potentially on ESPN New York.
I know. Oh, my God, I called. I was holding. I felt so bad for RJ, poor thing. And then I've been calling and calling. I said, let me try a few more times. I can't believe I got through. I'm so excited. I was there last night.
Oh.
It was amazing, guys. It was electric. And I've been listening to everything this morning that you were talking about. I'm just going to give you the perspective from being there. Watching Dart play is different. He has skills that are so instinctive. And I know you're talking about, yes, he's athletic, sure. But we know there are plenty of great athletes that are QBs in the NFL that are athletic. Watching him, Rick, I think you could talk about this. There is something about watching him. He's just doing things that just can't be taught. And watching Dart and Scadaboo and how much fun they're having because of their attitude, they're energizing the whole team. And we can talk about what's going on with Dayball and Shane and all that nonsense, but the reality is that this kid has it. We'll see what happens, but he brings energy to the rest of the team. He energized the crowd. It was amazing. And one thing I will say, as good as he was and what he brought to the team, you cannot understate. Having Andrew Thomas there really is the anchor. He was dominant last night. So, and I think I sent you an email, Dave. The best part of being there was watching all those repugnant Eagles fans, because they are, and how loud and obnoxious they were, and just watching them as their faces just fell. It was beautiful.
Yeah, that is beautiful, as was this phone call. Thanks for making it, Robin.
That was impassioned,
RJ, I don't know what to do now.
That may be the most hate I've ever heard in Robin's voice.
Yeah, because the Eagles, Philadelphia in its own right, and the Eagles specifically, they make people hate them the way they act. They are a repulsive fan base. They're a repulsive sports city, right? And you know this as well as Robin.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
RJ?
Hi.
So I don't know what we do. You forced me to take Robin there. And then
it's 9:25.
And now we're already late for your stuff you missed. We got to make picks. We got phone lines are lighting up now. Like something's got to give. What are we doing?
I think we're going to stuff you missed right this second.
Let's go.
All right.
Now.
Walk up three-pointer. He got it.
See ya!
Put in the box.
The you missed.
I mean, does anything even really matter all
no.
that much?
Here, you want me to do it for you right now? Giants beat the crap out of the Eagles. Scadaboo goes for 3 touchdowns. Dart goes for 2. Giants dismantle Philadelphia. There is joy in Mudville, and we'll be back, and we'll make our picks. How's that? Butt bolts.
Why do you have to go to? Why is it Mudville?
Who knows?
What do you mean?
Given the context of today's show, I think we should just move on. I think we should just move on.
You're spending too much time in Mudville.
Mighty Casey.
So what?
Mudville.
What you might have missed. Here was Brian Dable. Giants put this out on social. Here's his locker room speech after the big win.
That's a great win, man. And I'm going to tell you this. I love every one of you, man, because it ain't easy all the time. But to stay level-headed and stay connected and battle, I'm proud as hell of you. I'm proud to be associated with you. I'm proud to lead you. And we're going to stay even-keeled. We're just going to keep on grinding. This is the standard.
It is.
The hell of a game again, son. A lot of guys. O-line. Defense. To run it out there at the end, that's awesome. Now, that's tough. Right? That is tough. Right? That is tough. There's one tough son of a in here. His name's John Mara.
1, 2, 3.
That's right.
My God.
Even keeled, Dave.
It's too much. It's too much.
It's too much.
On the other side of things are going well for the Eagles. A.J. Brown was asked, so what about that meeting with you, Hurts, and Saquon?
I don't recall a meeting. Oh, okay. The meeting that we're at. I don't know what you're talking about. Those guys said it did happen. Oh, you didn't talk to them. You weren't in the meeting? No, I don't recall. Or you don't want to? I don't recall.
I think you broke the Eagles.
He sounds like a real treat.
I think you guys actually broke the Philadelphia Eagles.
Hey, could you imagine if he wasn't lying, though? And what Saquon and Jalen Hurts met was like, we had a meeting.
He's such a fool. He sounds like such an idiot.
We had a meeting about A.J. Brown.
Oh boy. Oh, what a day. Also a day for Rangers fans, which Dave is also. Igor stops 37 shots. Sabres don't score. Good for us. Lose 4-0 in the end. Igor's 22nd career shutout.
In the end, I see what you did there, RJ.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Vinny Trocheck didn't return. That was the only downside of the game. Had an upper body injury in the second period. Evgeny Malkin and Sidney Crosby combined for 5 points. Penguins spoil Matthew Schaefer's NHL debut with a 4-3 win against the Isles. And Seth Jarvis scored twice, had the go-ahead goal. Hurricanes opened the regular season with a 6-3 win against the Devils. Baseball, Dodgers advanced. Phillies, I guess, didn't want to advance. They just threw the ball over the catcher with the game on the line. Who needs that? In 11 innings, and Dodgers advance, make me look bad. Matthew Boyd and the Cubs blank the Brewers.
He was great,
Yeah,
huh?
they send their NLDS to a decisive Game 5 that will decide who takes on the Dodgers.
RJ, quick question for you.
Will I take the Dodgers now?
Dodgers or the field?
Yeah, it's time to think about it. Listen, this is a new me. Sometimes you got to let go of things. Because this is essentially my last chance. Because I don't think any AL team's going to beat him. So this is my last shot. LeBron sidelined for 3 to 4 weeks. He has sciatica he's experiencing. Probably going to miss their opener. Meanwhile, his former coach, Eric Spoelstra, will be the next head coach of Team USA. And number 6, Oklahoma, they take on Texas this weekend. John Mateer, the quarterback with that broken hand, upgraded to probable for the weekend. And there you go.
And a great college football game this weekend. Indiana and Oregon.
Yeah, pay attention to the quarterbacks if you're a Jets fan this weekend.
Yeah, both of them are considered two of the elite prospects in all of college football. All right, we break, we come back, our picks. RJ does his Survivor, and then, of course, Plays of the Week. It's a glorious, beautiful Friday. DNR with you, ESPN New York. I hope you have such a great weekend. I can't even verbalize it. I can't even put it into words. But here you are right now, my dear friend, the great Debbie Duhame.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. Have a great weekend. Dave, I'm excited about the Giants' victory last night, too. What a win against the Eagles. Way to go, Giants. Guys, let's see what's happening on the LIE westbound. You're slowing down big time out by Douglaston Parkway with an accident. Heading up to 287 eastbound out by the Hutch. It's a collision over on the LIRR Port Jeff Branch. Watch for delays because of a broken rail near Huntington. Traffic is sponsored by the Crohn's Colitis Foundation. The Crohn's Colitis Foundation has been at the forefront of inflammatory bowel disease research and care for over 50 years. Learn more about research, education, and support at Crohn'sColitisFoundation.org. Go Jets as well. I'm Debbie Duhame, 880 ESPN, New York.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
Diana Florence knows how to keep our communities safe. In 25 years as Manhattan Assistant DA, Diana successfully prosecuted street crime, corruption, and fraud, using smart solutions to increase safety in our neighborhoods. Now, a radical agenda has put us all at risk. On November 4th, vote for the independent Democrat that will protect us, not criminals. Elect Diana Florence, Manhattan District Attorney. Paid for by the Coalition to Restore New York, not expressly authorized or requested by any candidate or by any candidate's political committee or any of its agents.
NFL Sunday's coming. You got your crew, your couch, your snacks, your slate, and FanDuel is coming in with something extra. This isn't just another NFL Sunday. It's your chance to place that perfect parlay or hit your go-to player prop, and now we're making it even better because this week FanDuel's bringing the bonus. That's right. Now all customers get a 50% profit boost on any NFL bet. However you play a game, FanDuel's got your back with something extra in your account because that's what Sunday should feel like. Visit FanDuel.com/Rick to download the app and get in on the action before kickoff. Now all customers get a 50% profit boost on any NFL bet. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions do apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467369.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers, believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
Hey, it's Reese Davis. Let's be honest, you can't keep an eye on everything unless you've got Blink Outdoor 4 cameras. While you're focused on the game, Blink's keeping an eye on your home.
With up to 2-year battery life and with Sync Module XR, you can cover more space without constant maintenance. No wires, no worries. Blink helps keep an eye on what matters most. Get Blink today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Your fantasy roster is set, the smack talk is heating up, and this season ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing the ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sportsbook for sports fans. Make the connection today with ESPN Bet Fan Center and the ESPN Fantasy app. ESPN Bet Sportsbook, download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Oh, yeah, DNR with you, ESPN New York. My only question today, because I knew I was going to have a great deal of fun, my only question today was whether my voice would hold up, because it was given out a little bit last night because of the screaming and the yelling, but it's been glorious today so far.
No, you had that big cheek energy today, man. There was nothing going to hold you down.
That's right. You're going to make T-shirts with some of the phraseology from today? I'm an awful, happy, butt cheek open guy. That's who I am right now.
Yeah, there were things said today. That Sherry's in one today, I can guarantee that.
Oh, she's going to get some later, I'll tell you that.
That will live on for the
yep,
as long as the show exists. And probably beyond that.
Raymond said to me moments ago during the commercial break, he goes, when I do plays of the week, send it to me early because I got a lot.
You know what's amazing, though? Like today's show for you reminds me of like what my wife's biggest pet peeve with me is.
What?
Like that I'll have one of these days on like, Halloween during like when I played, like we'd have the Halloween party and I'd get home and she'd be like, the next day she'd be like, do you realize what you did last night? Like the pieces that I had to pick up because you just like completely went wild.
Yeah,
like,
but
no.
you see the massive difference here, right? Because I'm going to assume that you were highly inebriated on those nights.
That's right.
I don't think Dave is drunk right now.
He's drunk on success.
You don't think I'm drunk? I'm not drunk.
He's drunk on they beat the Eagles.
I'm drunk on energy. I'm drunk on emotion. I'm drunk on lack of sleep. I'm drunk on life is what I'm drunk on.
He's drunk on dart is what he's drunk on.
That's what it is.
Oh, that'd be a good T-shirt too.
Drunk on dart?
No, on Jack. Like instead of like a shot of Jack, like Jackson.
A shot of Jack Dart.
Jack Dart.
Yeah.
Take a shot of Jack.
Your anal fixation.
Energy butt bolts.
I still can't believe you said that.
I'll say it again.
No, you don't have to because we have it forever now.
All right, good. But here's the thing. There's certain things that I say, and after I say, I'm like, oh, God. I don't feel like that about this.
I think tomorrow or Monday.
No. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
RJ, do you think at any point I hear that, I'm like, oh, why did I do that?
No, it'll always take you back to this moment. The only chance it would have if like years down the road, things don't go well, and it just reminds you. But if it does go well, this I think you will view as the start.
Yes.
Like you could say
beautiful.
Like,
oh, you're so beautiful.
Like the win over the Chargers, you could make the argument his first start, but I think this is really like the jetpack in your back of like, here we go.
Well, this is the Eagles too,
yes.
right?
Yes.
Like there's nothing more filthy than the Philadelphia Eagles. This is as good as it gets, really. They're a repulsive organization. All right, we got to make our picks. So Raymond, if you will, fire up the little picks opening. That would be delightful.
NFL picks.
I'm going to go with the Chiefs and lay the net of
DNR.
So eloquently stated there by Rick, the Chiefs. It's time for our picks presented by Ballybet and by Amazon Pickup. RJ, if you would.
All righty, so we all entered the week 7 and 8. That is where 3 of us remain. Ray, 7 and 9. He took the Eagles yesterday. We know how that went.
It didn't go well for him.
Did not go great.
Ray and I both went 2 and 1 last week, so we go to the tiebreaker, which would be a record if you want to go back to the week before that. That means I control the board.
Oh, nice. Good for you.
Oh, look at you, little guy.
Congratulations.
You know what? I was going to have Rick go last. Rick, you're going first.
Oh, come on, man.
Yep.
Why can't I have fun today?
You deserve it after what you pulled yesterday, honestly.
Shut your face. I did nothing.
Yeah, that was gross.
I didn't make you take the Eagles.
You pretty much did.
No, I didn't.
You bamboozled them.
First. Listen, I'm not afraid to go first.
Oh,
I
yeah,
got my
you're
picks,
terrified
and
of
I
it.
feel good about my picks.
All right,
I got my fancy little Post-it that's got lots of names of teams on it, and I've whittled down.
Oh,
Don't
now
laugh.
you're whittling?
How about this? You know where I got this fancy little Post-it? At my desk at work, in my office, where I got
nice.
all sorts of accoutrement for my desk.
I noticed you've been
Do you have
very busy
Sharpies
today,
there?
by the way.
I got Sharpies, I got pencils, I got pens.
How about whiteout? You have whiteout?
Nope. I have tape dispenser. No tape yet, but I got a tape dispenser.
You couldn't see it, Dave. He's been very busy all morning. He's calling all the people, getting everybody every bit of information you can get for this.
All right.
Just for the picks.
All right, here we go. We'll start off with this. So with my first pick of today, I'm going to go to a team that I've had success with. I'm going to go to a team that's home. I'm going to go to a team that is playing another team who potentially might not have their starting quarterback with a foot injury.
Team that's playing another team.
I'm going to take the Indianapolis Colts and Danny Dimes, Indiana Jones, and lay the 7.5 in Indy.
Okay.
With my second pick, I'm going to ride
You
this
know what's
train.
going to happen now, though, is because I believe that you do like the Colts because I think you took them last week also.
I did.
But you're so anti-Arizona that's why you're taking this
cloud my
game as
judgment?
well. And if Arizona were to lose, you would be so angry at them that we couldn't even put it into words.
That's right.
Yep.
With my second pick, I'm going to ride this. I'm going to bet against this team until they prove to me that they can stop somebody. No Lamar Jackson. They got the bye coming up after this week. Rams are awful loss. I will take the Rams in Baltimore and lay the 7.5. With my final pick, because I hate this team, I don't really want to watch this team, but I will because I am a loyal fan. I'm going to take Denver and lay the 6.5.
Oh, you are
against the New York
such a
Jets.
jerk.
Yep.
How could you do that?
Because I hate them. That's why. Because Rich mocked me and said that Sean Payton doesn't want to embarrass Aaron Glenn, so he'll only beat him by 17.
He did say that.
I don't think Sean Payton's going to run it up on Aaron Glenn. You know, those guys are close, so I do think they'll win by probably 17, at least 17.
Oh, God.
It's unbelievable.
They're so close. They'll only beat him by 17. Imagine you didn't like him. Beat him by 47.
Right.
All right.
Those are my picks.
Very good. You know what? I bet you do well because you didn't listen to us. I bet you setting the table. I bet you do well.
That was my nickname on the baseball field. I was the busboy.
All right, Raymond, you already got one of the books. Let's hear the other two.
Yeah, not a good start to the week. I was left alone on an island there with the Eagles. That's okay. Rick, I actually like your thought process on a lot of this, and I'm going to go to Baltimore. The Rams. 7.5. Yeah, I like that number. The Baltimore defense is decimated. Lamar still banged up. It's just McVay. Give me Los Angeles minus 7.5. I'm right there with you. And now I'm kind of struggling lately. I had the 0-3 week. I only had one loss last week, but the Eagles. Now, I've said this all along today. I will gladly trade that 0-1 just to laugh at the Eagles today. Like, again, I'm not celebrating a Giants victory.
No, you are. A little bit you are.
I mean, in a sense I am, but, like, again, I'm getting joy out of this just because I get to watch the Eagles implode. So that's enjoyable. That being said, I've got to go with what I know. And when I do pick this team, I generally have success. Offense is banged up, but is operating very smoothly right now. Defense, not so much. But I think they can outscore enough to cover this line. So go ahead and give me the Dallas Cowboys in Carolina to cover 3.5.
Oh, I was on my list.
All right. I like that pick, actually. The Cowboys should cover this number.
All right. There you go. All favorite so far. Dave, I'm going to save you for last.
Oh.
All right. I'm on the Rams for all the reasons you said. I don't think Lamar's playing. So you laid out all the good reasons. Good for you guys. We're all on it, which now actually concerns me. But, hey, I love this going into it. I love going into it. So I'll take the Rams minus 7.5. Next, they were good to me last week. Does this make a whole lot of sense? I don't know. But I like the Saints. They're getting 3.5 at home against those Patriots.
Wow.
Can New England handle that kind of win? Is New Orleans any good? I don't know the answer to either of those questions, but I really like the Saints plus 3.5.
You know what?
This
You're
is RJ.
right
This
now.
is RJ's. This is RJ's.
You really are.
I'll
say I've been crazy all day. This is crazy.
That's RJ.
You want me to take it out?
That's RJ doing that.
That was that might be my favorite pick RJ's ever made. The Saints good? I don't know.
Yeah.
They only have to be this week.
Why
and
not?
Finally, boy, I've had this one circled in nice Kansas City red, orange, whatever that color is. They're getting
orange.
Yeah, whatever color that is.
It's red, RJ.
It's red, but sometimes it looks orange.
The Yankees have sent him into a spiral.
But maybe, but I'm seeing the board clearly the last few weeks.
That's not the colors of the board.
I love the red.
It's like Vinny Testaverde.
Kansas City Chiefs laying 2.5 at home for no other reason than it makes no sense. So I'm all over it.
All right.
Yes, he's back to his.
Am
He's
I
back
up?
to his
my
old
time
ways.
to shine?
Yep.
All right. This is confounding to me. Why is the number going from 7.5 to 6.5? I don't understand it, but I don't care. Pip, pip, cheerio, bangers, and whatever the hell they added to it.
What?
Mash.
Mash. Give me the Broncos minus the 6.5.
Fish and chips.
Fish and chips. You the O2 Arena, whatever you want to say. I'm taking the Broncos. I'm laying the 6.5. Rich thinks it stays close within 17. That's fine for me. I only need Denver to win by 7. All you favorite takers. This game's going to shock you all. I'm going to Pittsburgh.
The old man bowl?
I'm taking the Steelers.
Yeah, I knew this was going to happen.
I'm taking the Browns. That Browns defense is good. Judkins is a real problem. I actually thought that Gabriel played effectively. I don't think they're great, but I don't think Pittsburgh is great either. That spread has gone from 4.5 to 6.5. It's too much. I'll take the Browns plus the 6.5. And during Nugget time before, Rick said, Bills awful loss. That's when they do their best work. I'll jump in on the Bills as they do their best work. 4.5. It opened there. It stayed pat there. I just think that offensively they put up too many points. They've not played well. It's a primetime game. Maybe getting away from Buffalo benefits them a little bit. I know they don't stop the run well, but I don't think that Atlanta stops Josh Allen. I'll take the Bills, and I'll lay the 4.5.
That's nice.
I like my analysis better.
What'd you say?
I got to tell you, I agree. I love your analysis.
Your analysis was
Joe
unbelievable.
Fortenbaugh, watch out. I could totally see you on SportsCenter breaking down
Yeah,
games.
I'm seeing the board clearly.
You grow a mustache, and there's no difference between the two.
And you put that bear head on. RG, you could wear a bear head.
I suppose I could.
All right,
Teddy
so
Ruxpin.
RJ, you're the only one who has anything remaining as far as Survivor, so go ahead.
It's the DNR Survivor Pool.
All right, I'll make it easy. You said it earlier, Dave. Green Bay Packers. I'll take them.
There you go. That's great analysis.
Anyone
we really appreciate it.
I know we got to get to Ray here coming up. Anyone consider taking Green Bay and laying the 14.5?
I
Is
did
that
not.
a thought for anyone?
I did not.
No, too many
Too
points.
much. Too much. All right, those are our picks presented by Bally Bet and by Amazon Pickup. Amazon Pickup is a convenient and secure way to collect your Amazon packages from locations near you. Let's break. Come back. He needs a long runway. We'll make it like JFK for this guy. DNR with you. Plays of the week next. ESPN New York.
Serving contractors, builders, and homeowners in the tri-state area since 1987, Brooklyn Window & Door is New York City's largest stocking dealer of quality Andersen window and doors. The professionals at Brooklyn Window & Door will help solve any of your window replacement needs or applications. Visit Brooklyn Window & Door's award-winning showroom to see the complete Andersen product line, including the 400, 100, A&E series. Andersen, built, backed, and serviced like no other window.
Visit Brooklyn Window & Door at 185 30th Street in Brooklyn or call 718-WINDOWS.
This is an ad by BetterHelp. BetterHelp therapists have helped over 5 million people worldwide on their mental health journeys. That's millions of stories, millions of journeys, and behind every one is a therapist who showed up, listened, and helped someone take a step forward. Moments in therapy, like the right question, a safe space to cry, or a small win can change lives. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. And it works, with an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 for a live session based on over 1.7 million client reviews. This World Mental Health Day, we're celebrating the therapists who have helped millions of people take a step forward. If you're ready to find the right therapist for you, BetterHelp can help you start that journey. Our fans get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/timeout. That's BetterHelp.com/timeout.
This college football season, show your school spirit every time you pay. Introducing college-branded Venmo debit cards. Rep your team on and off the field with custom school designs that let everyone know who you root for. Whether you're tailgating, grabbing snacks for the watch party, or celebrating a win, you can unlock 15% cash back at ESPN, 1 free year of Perplexity Pro, and more. This college football season, score more with the Venmo debit card. Get yours now in the Venmo app. Learn more at venmo.com/collegecard.
Max cashback varies. Terms apply. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank, N.A.
Tire care shouldn't come with extra costs or surprise fees. It should be simple, straightforward, and stress-free. So at Midas, they're rolling out the limited lifetime tire guarantee, included with every tire purchase with paid installation. You'll pay nothing for flat repairs, nada for flat replacements, zilch for tire rotations every 5,000 miles, and zero for other preventative maintenance. So with this limited lifetime tire guarantee, you'll pay a whole lot of nothing compared to what the other guys charge for tire care. That's the limited lifetime tire guarantee, only at Midas.
Knicks fans, opening night is about to pass away. Join ESPN New York's Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg live from 3 to 6:30 p.m. from Stout on West 33rd between 6th and 7th. Steps from the Garden. Get ready for the start of Knicks basketball.
Runs it off the dribble. He got it and one.
Be there for special guests, live Knicks talk, and opening night vibes before tip-off. We'll see you at Stout on West 33rd. Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg live from the Knicks home opener. Don't just listen, don't just watch. Be there.
Oh, yeah. It's Friday, and you know the weekend is going to be good because you had a great Thursday. Game time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, that's exactly when it's Tully time. Tigers Mariners square off in a winner-take-all, loser-go-home matchup tonight in Seattle at 8:08, a game you can hear right here on ESPN New York. And that's game time brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. Raymond.
Hi.
Oh, Raymond, old boy.
Hi there.
How you doing?
What a day it's been, huh?
I've had a great time today with you guys.
I'm sure you have.
Yeah. Are you ready to do the plays of the week?
Time. Absolutely.
Oh, let's go. Raymond, guess what we're going to get into on the other side?
Are the plays.
I want you to guess. And specifically the
Knicks of the week.
That's right. You're good. You win a prize today.
Hey, you know what's so great about this week? Because as great as we're finishing it, it didn't start so great.
I swear to you.
Yeah, Slate was
if I have to hear RJ, I think you're a little bit wrong with Darius Slayton. I think he's a pretty capable receiver. I'm going to strangle him. I'm going to put my hands around his neck and strangle him. I've told you guys for years.
I think it's Ray that says that to you.
Whoever it is, I'll strangle all of them.
I mean, we keep coming back to the same point.
RJ, do I have energy today? Is this energy? Or do you want more?
RJ was under attack this week.
Vinny D, RJ is always patronizing you, and it's just disgusting. He's the king of wordplay, and I'm horrified by it.
Maybe
King
cosplay.
Yeah, Rick learned what cosplay is.
What did you think it meant?
I don't know. I've heard it before.
He thought it was sexual. He heard somebody say it in Canada. He thought it was sexual.
You guys are going back and forth with the Giants and Jets.
This is what happens when you turn the ball over 5 times consecutively.
You know who the last team to do that was?
The Jets?
Yeah, that's right.
Rick telling stories about caffeine pills.
They're passing out like caffeine pills, and the guy goes, "You want to play good or you want to play great?" I said, "What do you think?" And I took too many of them, and by the start of the third period, I was in a fetal position. I was on my skates but couldn't move.
There's inhalers.
And they didn't tell me, or I wasn't paying attention, that you're only supposed to take so many hits of the inhaler.
Oh,
so I was like,
on.
if some of this is good, then more's probably better.
Dave issues at home again.
So I'm like, Alex, what are we doing, though? Be smarter. He goes, well, what's the difference anyway? Mom runs the house. If Mom's not upset, why should you be upset? He goes, Dad, if you go away, we're fine. We miss you, we're fine. Mom goes away, we don't have clothes, bills are not paid, we don't know what we're doing for food. It all falls apart.
We just did the picks again, and that was called into question why we do it.
You explain to me the reason that we make the picks.
To embarrass each other? Yeah, that's really the truth.
I really am lucky.
Look, can we take a minute?
You should.
Can we just take a minute to realize my greatness? RJ?
Do we need to take a minute? Wouldn't you want, Sherry, if you were getting sloppishly out of control with your physical look, to be like, you know what, Dave? I love you enough to tell you it's time to get in order. That's what I thought of the show.
She never did.
It's really interesting considering where we ended up today. More on that in a bit.
Maybe she made hints. I was more direct.
No, she just loves me for whoever I am.
Maybe she's a chubby chaser.
Maybe she is.
More cushion for the pushing.
Maybe Dave's a little needy.
He needs to feel uber important.
That's right.
Okay?
I need to feel highly special.
Yeah.
Let's start
What's
out.
the key word there?
Yes.
Need.
He needs to. You're the best I've ever had, Dave.
I think that goes without a doubt.
Then her nose goes.
You like the fast?
Yeah, fast.
I can't always give it to you fast. I don't always have it.
But I like it fast.
Well, if I can give it to you fast, I'll give it to you fast.
Try.
Appreciate Jordan stepping on multiple days this week. He teased the Dart Scatterboo story that he had.
First time they met, 3 seconds in, they just headbutted each other. And then they go to the rookie premiere, and he barely knows the guy. And Jackson Dart's sleeping, and he wakes up, and Cam Scatterboo's giving him wet willies and putting food on his face.
Entertains Rick.
Tell me that's not right up your alley.
Right
Rick.
up his alley. Yeah, and if he did it with no pants on, that would even be more,
You gotta be naked
more right
when
up
you
his
do it.
alley.
If you're naked while you do it.
Appreciate Tim Hasselbeck, rather, stopping by, giving us suggestions for his opening music.
You know the Justin Timberlake, we're bringing Sexy back?
Yeah.
They switched it to we're bringing Hassel back.
I messed up yesterday. I really should not have taken the Eagles, but I thought Rick was going to be right there along with me. Dave, I appreciate you sticking to your convictions.
I'd rather cut off a toe than take the Eagles tonight in that game.
So you got nice feet. Why would you take your toe off?
I would rather do that than take the Eagles.
Fly,
and pick the
Eagles, fly.
He doesn't like the Eagles.
I hurt my shoulder just doing that.
Good.
You know,
I hope
fly,
you
Eagles, fly.
dislocate it.
Yeah. And then that brings us to today because the Giants did score the biggest upset, the biggest win in years for the New York Football Giants.
This is the greatest feeling in the world. You want energy? I'll open my butt cheeks and give you energy today. Oh, my God.
Oh, that's right. Get ready, Philly. It's coming.
We made love to your women right in front of you last night, and there's
while
nothing
you
you
watched.
can do about it.
Yeah, dressed up as football players. A little cosplay, if you will.
And then expose our butt cheeks.
That's 2 references.
Butt cheeks open, just rays of energy just coming like lightning bolts coming out. Energy bolts.
Energy. Butt bolts.
Butt bolts.
Big cheek energy.
You would think it would stop there.
You're beautiful. Oh, you're so beautiful.
It did not stop there.
It's like an oral fixation. Maybe I have an anal fixation.
I mean, anal fixation, all sorts of fixations.
Come and take it out.
I do not want you to do that.
I'm an awful, happy, butt cheek open guy. That's who I am right now.
And you know who benefits most from this?
Sherry's in one today. I can
Oh,
guarantee
yeah.
that.
Oh, she's going to get some later. I'll tell you that.
I can think of no better way to go into the weekend. Congratulations, Dave. Congratulations, Sherry. Have fun. Great win.
Thank you, Raymond. What a job by all you guys today putting up with my my craziness, my lunacy. It's Rule 76.
Oh, no.
Why do I not hear him?
Rick, try it again.
It's
DiPietro
Rule...
Rothenberg.
Hang on a second now.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, you're the one that screwed it up. It's
I didn't
Rule 76.
No excuses, Blake. Champion is DiPietro Rothenberg. And
The New York Football Giants.
right here on ESPN New York and on YouTube.
No host should have that much power.